coverage of the Premier League clash between Fulham and Manchester United at Craven Cottage. It's the match, week 11, if I'm not mistaken, match week 11 in the EPL, and it's the game between Manchester United and Fulham at home today. It has actually been a contrasting week between Fulham and Manchester United, while Fulham had a decent point away against Brighton over the weekend. They picked up an all-important victory over Championship side Ipswich Town in the Carabao Cup, while Manchester United lost 3-0 against Manchester City in the last EPL game and also lost 3-0 against Newcastle in the Carabao Cup, and they've actually been knocked out of the Carabao Cup. Hodgman is still looking for his first goal, and there is no Marcus Rashford today, who is out due to injury. My name is Adeyemi Shegun, and I'll be your host for today's watch along of this match on Premier Sport Fast Center. But I won't be doing this alone, as I have with me in the studio my co-analyst talking about Solomon and mates. Good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me again on this watch along edition.
Okay, you can hear that.
Yeah, good afternoon, Yemi. Good afternoon, our viewers. It's another weekend. I think this is the first match of match day 11, and it promises to be a lot of lineup of interesting matches. And it's Fulham and Manchester United. I think, from history, it has been Manchester have actually dominated Fulham when it comes to victory. But it's like the present form of Manchester United. Can they actually defeat Fulham? That is what we will be looking out for today. Looking at the form of Fulham and looking at the form of Manchester United. And looking at the fact that, to me, the job of Ten Hag is at risk. You understand? His job is at the point of, I don't know, what would he want to decide with if he lose this match today.
He has a free kick to Manchester United in the 7th minute.
And that is a goal.
And it is Manchester United who open scoring here, and it's Scott McTominay with the first goal for Manchester United. But there might just be controversy on that goal being scored in the 7th minute by Scott McTominay. Let's see what VAR decisions will be on that goal. But it's Manchester United who are one goal up, and I think that shouldn't be an offside.
That is a goal.
What do you guys think?
I think that should be a goal, because if you look at the full arm defender, his hand is stretched out, and also look at the Manchester United.
Scott McTominay's
Scott's hand looks like it's in the offside position.
It's an offside.
Let's see what VAR decision will actually be. But it's actually good for Manchester United getting an early goal in this encounter.
It will be very good if the goal stands.
Let's
Once they go from Scott McTominay there, I've seen arguments from Manchester United fans, who feel like Scott should actually be in a striker and not a defensive midfielder.
Yeah, some people will say that based on the fact that he has been scoring goals, but that shouldn't be a yardstick for them to say he should be a striker. It doesn't really mean he will really survive being a striker.
Why would he survive it? It's possible for him to be a striker. You are a good scorer. You have eye for goals.
Right. I think there's more to you be a striker.
Apart from scoring goal, apart from scoring your goal, what else is the positioning? Is the positioning and the movement? You got it already.
First, you have to think about you are the #1 target man. Now, Scott is not the #1 target man.
To the VAR monitor to have a view of
it's
that
a goal.
himself,
I think the first touch came through Garnacho.
No. The first touch was from Garnacho, and I think Garnacho is not injured. He's not in the offside position there.
Where I'm having, when I'm having doubts here now. Look at the two arms. Look at the two hands of one for Manchester United player and the other one for Fulham. Which one actually came out most? That is where the judgment lies.
I think the first ball came to Garnacho. Garnacho is onside, not offside. So if we are looking at where the ball came to first.
And Maguire reacted to the ball too. So it is Maguire they will use as the basis for that offside line.
Is going to decide.
It is Maguire. He made an attempt towards the ball.
And he said it's an offside, and that goal won't count for Manchester United.
Because Maguire reacted towards the ball. I didn't see that first.
Okay, that will be counted as the first goal in this encounter at Craven Cottage. Manchester United thought they scored the first goal, but they actually did. But VAR had other decisions to make, and they cancelled that goal for Manchester United, which takes us back to 0-0 in the 10th minute. We're wait to start this lunchtime kickoff. Talking about the game between Fulham and Manchester United. It has actually been a bad week for Manchester United. Not really the best of seasons for Manchester United and Eric Ten Hag. A lot of controversies have been going on. But today we're not seeing Amrabat. Amrabat is on the bench. There's no Mason Mount starting today. What do you think? What are your expectations for Manchester United coming into this game against Fulham?
Yeah, expectation should be you want to react. You want to show the fans that, oh, give them sense of belonging. Tell them that, oh, you are still the same Manchester United that they used to support. And how best than to go with a victory from here. This is a ground they can win, but it can also be a banana peel. So they just need to be very, very careful. Anything other than a win today will most likely spell danger for Ten Hag.
Okay, that was an immediate under 10 minutes carve there from Fulham and the fans. But right here, they have the game back kicked off in the 11th minute. It's Fulham playing in their favorite home attire, talking about the white and black shirts, while Manchester United are playing in the red and white attire. Don't forget, you can be a part of this conversation by dropping your chats in our live chat segment. We'll promise to read it out. Be a part of this match, talking about the match between Manchester United and Fulham. You know, we've always seen the first game, talking about early kickoff. It has always, or mostly 60 to 70% of the time, it has always been an offset. The Gaffer, are you expecting an upset here today?
Well, given the, yeah, of course, we'll be expecting an upset. Anything can happen. But the situation Manchester United are, because if you want to talk about an offset, it is when Fulham actually win this match today that we'll call it an offset, because nobody will, a lot of people are not actually expecting that. But looking at the wounded Lions, that is the Manchester United, they are already wounded both sides, both from the EPL and the Carabao Cup. And this is the first time in a very long time where Manchester United will be defeated at home with more than 3 goals.
Back to
back for more than 3 goals. This is the first time in a very long time. And it has happened, and they look like wounded lions already. And Ten Hag's position right now is at stake. So to me, Manchester United have to come all out to get a victory today.
Okay, straight to the match. Let's talk about the game between Manchester United and Fulham. It's Fulham who are with the ball right now, and they'll be kicking that all out from the defense, as they don't want to take any risk as back. He will be on the ball right now, chooses to go straight to his right hand of the defense. And it's Fulham who are comfortable on the ball right now, playing at home. There's on the infringement being cited there by the referee, and it's a free kick to to Fulham. Calvin Bassey, the Nigerian central back, with the ball there, and he chooses to go straight to his defensive pairing. Back to Calvin Phillips, will be going straight. Calvin Bassey, sorry, will be going straight into the midfield. And the ball is back with being played to Calvin Bassey. He goes straight into the midfield to his favorite, to his compatriot Nigerian, talking about Alex Iwobi. But that was easily caught out by Manchester United, who are back in possession right now. It's the 12th minute of this game, and it's still 0-0 between Manchester United and Fulham. Yemi, Mayo, they are without Marcus Rashford today. And how much do you think they're going to cope without that young man?
You know, Rashford last season would have been a serious headache if he was not playing, because of the numbers he was working in for them. But based on his performances this season, I don't think they have anything to worry about. They have watchalong, and they also have Bruno Fernandes on the field of play. And Garnacho too can do what Rashford has been doing. So I think Rashford out, I think is a no problem for Man.
Okay, yeah, me actually feel Rashford out won't be a problem for Manchester United. But it will be very interesting to see how Manchester United cope without Marcus Rashford, though they have done that well previously since the start of
that's a good chance for Fulham.
And that's a good save from Andre Onana. Got a save there from Andre Onana to keep Manchester United 0-0 in this encounter. Willian has actually been a thorn in the flesh in the first 15 minutes of this encounter against Manchester United. He's not new to playing against Manchester United. Has just played against them when he was at Chelsea, also played against them when he was at Arsenal, and has also played against them here at Fulham. And he has been the driving force for Fulham this season. Well saved there from Andre Onana, and what a chance for Fulham to have gone 1-0 up, and that was from Wilson, another fantastic midfielder for Fulham, who has actually given a good account of himself since joining Fulham.
Yes, he has given a good account of himself. Willian, you know, he has a whole lot of experience. He had to terminate his contract with the club he was with at Brazil just to join Fulham, to come back into the mainstream Europe and play competitive football. And he has given the fans a reason why he has justified his inclusion in the Fulham squad. And look at him there, and look at that movement. And, oh my goodness.
And that is Manchester United, who has one ball back and into the midfield right now. It's Bruno Fernandes on the ball. He finds his Garnacho far there on the left side of the pitch. But it goes back to Dalot. at the left back of Manchester United. Looking at the first 15 minutes of this encounter, it has actually been a cagey affair between both teams. Do you see any chance? Do we have any chance of any of these two teams, outsizing each other in the first half and giving us the first goal?
Yeah.
Well, there is this possibility because if you look at their previous head-to-head, in the last 5 games they both score each other. But most time Manchester United dominated with maybe 1 goal or 2 goals, but they both score each other. And I think the best Fulham have gotten out of Manchester United for a very long period of time now is a draw. So this very encounter today is looking open, given the fact that Manchester United, they are struggling, but Fulham, they are just recovering with their Marcos Silva, their coach, trying to bring back the Fulham after they lost Alexander Mitrovic left the club. So it has been a new breed of Fulham, who are trying to understand their play. And if you look at their play, the last 5 matches they played, 2 draw, 1 win, and 2 lost. And now they're trying to come back to a winning way. So with Manchester United playing against them, it will be a big point for them if they are able to beat Manchester United.
Okay, so talking about the head-to-head, since winning back-to-back Premier League matches against Manchester United, the match in December 2009, Fulham are now winless in their last 15 games against Manchester United, 3 draws and 12 defeats. It looks like a winnable game for Manchester United if you are looking at history. But right now, history is not in play. It's really about what you play presently, not about what happened in the past.
It's very important to note that current form in football matters a lot, because based on antecedents, you want to say this should be an easy game for Manchester United, but we've seen Manchester United collapse in a very, very frustrating. Manchester United had to finish the Copenhagen game with a lot of pressure. The fans are expecting should not be putting their fans under such a condition. So I think this game can be a banana peel. They really need to be very, very careful.
Okay, so 20 minutes of this encounter, Manchester United have the better share of ball possession with 62.8%, while Fulham has just 37.2% of ball possession. Let's see if Fulham will be rising up to the task in this encounter. And straight to the starting 11, both teams actually favor going for a 4-2-3-1 formation against 4-2-3-1 formation. That has actually been Eric Ten Hag's favorite formation since joining Manchester United. And we have Marco Silva, who is also lining up with a 4-2-3-1 formation against Manchester United. Looking at it being a midfield battle between these two teams, how much do you expect them to size each other up in the midfield?
Yeah, you expect the battle to be in the midfield, because when you are playing a 4-2-3-1 diamond formation, it's more of the midfield that possesses the ball. And if you control the ball, you can dictate the pace of the game. But at the same time, your possession in the final third matters. So let's just see which midfield will come out tops on the day. Because when you have Bruno Fernandes with a lot of experience, but you have to consider Fulham too. They have Paulinho. Paulinho is in exceptional form right now. And you cannot just bet against the Fulham midfield just like that. It can be a banana peel. So let's just see what they will bring to the party today.
I guess the 21st minute already in this encounter, and it's still 0-0 between Manchester United and Fulham. Before we go straight into the starting 11, the gaffer, I want us to talk about the goalkeeper, talking about Brad Leno against Andre Onana. Brad Leno is the German goalkeeper, and we have Andre Onana, our African brother, talking about the Cameroonian, but he hasn't really had the best of starts since joining Manchester United. How much are you going to rate these two goalkeepers?
Talking about the Fulham goalkeeper, I think
the former Arsenal goalkeeper.
Former Arsenal goalkeeper. Yeah, I think he has been doing well. He has been doing well, but not very good. But if I want to compare him with Onana, to me, I would say Onana has not actually, picked his form. Probably, I don't know what is wrong. Probably there's this connect between Onana and the defender that makes Onana suffers a lot. But if you look at some of the saves he made so far, you want to clap for him. In fact, the last match they played against Manchester City, that was a save. I was saying this would be the save of the week. It was so sweet, so sweet and so flashy. He did that save. But when you look at it to some extent, you begin to see how the defenders have been able to expose him. So if I want to compare the two goalkeepers now, to me, the defense of the Fulham is better than the Manchester United defense.
Wow.
That's my own
He has a
judgment.
good chance for Manchester United, but that has been caught out by Fulham defenders, and that has been played into the midfield. He will be on the ball there, and he chooses to calm down. And there's an infringement in the midfield, but Fulham will be going for a quick one there, and they'll be countering with Williams down into the box. Will this be a chance for Fulham to get the first goal? This is a counter, but he skied that out, and it will be going out for a corner kick to Fulham. Williams has actually been everywhere for Fulham in this encounter. The experience is there to play for that young man.
Yeah, the experience is there to play. And he's one of those players that is aging graciously, like fine wine.
He plays like he's not just aging. You look at the run, you look at how he makes his runs.
The way he moves, you just have to give it to him. He's one of those players that is aging graciously, and that's a fantastic one.
Yes,
that's
a corner kick to Fulham with this bit of chance for a first goal, but that was easily cut out by Manchester United. And the rebound from a Fulham player was actually skied out, and that is well seen on that board there. And he has actually been handful for Manchester United in the first 23 minutes of this encounter. And it's still 0-0 in the game between Manchester United and Fulham as early as 23 minutes. We have more than 22 minutes to go, talking about regulation time and added time in the first half. We might be having like 25 to 26 minutes to go in this first half, but it's still goalless. Do you see this match ending goalless between both teams?
With the approach the two teams
has
brought to the party.
Oh.
With the approach the two teams have brought to the party, you want to beg to differ that most likely there will be a goal or two in this encounter, because the two of them has been asking the defense of the opposing side the right questions. And when you look at whenever you see a game of football starts like this, most likely there will be goals, and goals.
Okay, straight to the starting 11 of the home team. Talking about Fulham is Brad Leno in goal post, and there's Castani as right back, and Robertson as the left back, while a defensive pairing of the Nigerian Calvin Bassey and Riem makes up the back four for Fulham, while a midfield pairing of Alex Iwobi and João Paulinho are playing the pivot role, while we have Wilson, Andrew Pereira, and William. Pereira is former Manchester United player and is back playing against his former team, while up front there is Rodrigo Muniz, who is standing as a lone striker for Fulham in this encounter. Manchester United chooses to go with Andre Onana in goal post, Dalot as the left back. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is back, starting his first Premier League game for Manchester United this season, and he's starting as right back in this encounter, while a central back pairing of Johnny Evans and Harry Maguire, while a pivot midfield of Christian Eriksen and Scott McTominay. An attacking midfield trio of Garnacho, Bruno Fernandes, and Anthony. While standing up front is Ojlund, who is still looking for his first EPL goal since joining Manchester United. You know, a lot of games have been played by this young man, and we saw how much Manchester United spent on him. But he's yet to get his first goal in EPL. Do you think that will be troubling him?
Yeah, it has to. It has to. Any responsible striker, when you are not scoring after the first, because he was injured when I think like first 6 games he has played now, 7 games. It has to trouble you. It has to be an headache, because you want to hit the ground running. Man, you didn't invest 60 million for a player that will take time to grow into the game. So it will be a pressure on him, but Man U also has to just calm down, because he's a young player. They really need to take it easy on him so that they don't just lose their whole investment at once. So they need to give him time, and he himself must not just be lackadaisical about it. He really needs to take it serious and keep working hard until he starts finding himself the goals.
Okay. Talking about Manchester United in this encounter, they'll be looking forward to get back to winning ways against Fulham. You know, it's actually belonged Manchester United get a victory in EPL, and I think that will be troubling them, and it's actually troubling Eric Ten Hag, looking at the takeover, you know, almost complete for Manchester United. I'm talking about Sir Jim Rickfeller, who might actually be the next Manchester United manager owner. And it borders, or it brings that question: is there any chance of him keeping Eric Ten Hag as the manager?
And the thing is this: when you look at it, the Glazer family, it's not as if they are letting go of all the shares. They will still be a shareholder. So the amount of shares the Englishman, the British man, the British billionaire will be, yes, he might control the majority, but majority in what sense? What is the percentage? So his calls on the team will be limited due to the fact that I think he will just be getting about 25% share or thereabouts. So
yeah, for a start.
Yeah, for a start. So I think left to Sir Jim, I think most likely it might change Ten Hag, because when you look at a whole lot of new ownership of new clubs, they ended up sacking the manager they met and starting their own idea of their project.
Okay, yes, Manchester United tormentor-in-chief in this game. Counter chance for Fulham there, and Warrior crossing from the Manchester United tormentor-in-chief in this game. Willian has actually been a big he has been a big threat to Manchester United in this first 27 minutes of this encounter. Let's see if Manchester United can get a first goal in this first half. But it's looking like if there'll be a first goal in this game, it might actually be Fulham who will be getting that first goal. Manchester United have been doing a lot of defending in the first 28 minutes of this encounter. And yes, Fulham through Pereira on the ball right there. He chooses to go back to Bassi, who chose to stay within, which is central back pairing, talking about Riem there, and straight to Willian, who goes in for a cross, but that's only threatening anybody, and it's off to a goal kick to Manchester United. 28 minutes gone in this encounter. It's still Manchester United 0, Fulham 0.
Yeah, it's a very interesting match, end-to-end stuff. There have been attacks here and there, but there is nothing to show for.
That was a good one. And you have to give it to Johnny Evans there.
Dallo,
sorry. That was a good defensive duty work there, done there by that young man. That would have actually been the first goal for Fulham in this game.
It would have been the point-blank first goal.
Look at what is being played out now. You see that they're using William from the...
it's looking like there's a problem with Wan-Bissaka. And, talking about that young man, he came out injured. He's just coming back from injury, and you're starting your first game against a player like Fulham. And probably don't you think that's why William has been having it easy against Wan-Bissaka on the right side?
Note that I think Wan-Bissaka, I think he had some minutes
in the Carabao Cup.
So it's a needed, because he must have been in the first team training regularly before he's given time, and it was also in the cup.
What about match rustiness?
Match rustiness will be there, but sometimes you just have to look at the kind of opponent and the kind of game plan you want to adopt to at least, because Man U is under pressure. So you need your best legs on the field. That's just, it's practically it. And defensively, Man U has not been doing fine. And Wan-Bissaka, we know him for the numbers of take-ons, successful defensive duties he has got raked up over the years. So what better way to bring back a defender than him?
Okay, one way to have Wan-Bissaka back in Manchester United. Starting 11, no doubt they've actually missed our right back. I know, is he an English right back? Because he's here to play for the English national team. And, it begs the question of how good he is. But why is he here to get us call up into the English national team?
I think it's because of his attacking mindedness. You can't compare him with the way Reece James or Trent or this
Ben White,
Trippier attacks. There's still Ben White in the pipeline, but Ben White attacking wise, you can't. The top two attacking wise, you have to just give it to Trippier.
There's a chance for Fulham with a very good shot there from Fulham, but that was caught out by Manchester United defense Johnny Evans as he kicked that back into the midfield, and Fulham has lost that ball up to Manchester United, and Manchester United will be eating on the counter right now. But Fulham easily defended that, and there is a free kick to Fulham to Manchester United in a very dangerous position, and that was lost out of inexperience and a costly yellow card to the Fulham player. Wow. I think that was a costly one.
It shouldn't be
attacking against Anthony, of all players like that. And Robertson has the first yellow card in this encounter. The left back for Fulham has gone into the referee's booking as he has gotten the first yellow card in this encounter and awarded Manchester United the free kick in a very dangerous position. Let's see if this free kick will actually provide Manchester United the first chance of getting the first goal in this encounter. It's 31 minutes gone in this encounter. It's still Manchester United 0. Fulham 0. Two experienced players talking about Christian Eriksen and Bruno Fernandes are standing on that free kick.
Yeah, two experienced players. This is the
kind of dead ball specialist.
Yes, this is the kind of free kick scored.
That was easily taken by Manchester United, but that will be going out for a corner kick as it was defended by João Paulinho, and it's a Manchester United corner kick. And you can see Christian Eriksen is going to the right side of the pitch for that corner kick for Manchester United in the 22nd minute of this encounter. We have less than 15 minutes to go in this encounter, and it's looking like a game that might actually be ending the first half 1-1, 0-0, because I don't really see a goal coming in this first half. It has actually been a cagey affair between both Manchester United and Fulham.
Yeah, I just think that it's been cagey, yes, but you've seen that their goalkeepers has done one or two good jobs, and the defending too. So it has been a game where they've taken the game to each other, and they've tried to test the resolve of the defense, and this defense has actually stood still, and it's one exciting encounter that we are still going to enjoy more from in the second half.
32 minutes of action being played already, and Manchester United are yet to have a shot on target in this game, and the likes of Fernandes and watchalong have actually been quiet in this encounter. 32 minutes and no shot on target from Manchester United.
Yeah, no shot on target. We saw one shot now went out, and Manchester United has actually been creating chances, but they've not been direct. That is just the major problem, and that is one of those things that is actually affecting Manchester United, which they actually need to work on if Ten Hag want to retain his job. You know, we talking about Fulham. Marco Silva's old contract has just been extended. You know, so he has been extended. So
there's another good chance for Manchester United, and it's Garnacho on the ball there, and he chooses to go deep into the midfield, finds his Manchester United compatriot in the box, and where he passed to Bruno Fernandes, should that be the first goal, but that was easily saved by Bruno. What a chance for Manchester United to have gone ahead in this encounter, but that looks like a weak shot there from the Manchester United captain in what will have been the first goal. Whereas exciting pass there from watchalong as he picks out the striker, his captain, but that was easily saved by Bruno.
Yeah, that was easily saved. It was a direct. He placed it on the right side, but the goalkeeper stretched himself and got that. Easy to shine. That was a good one. That was a good flow for Manchester United.
Easy to shine.
Yes. You know, easy to, sometimes when those kind of balls come, you use them to shine because they are very soft. There's no power behind the ball. So that's a good one for Manchester United. And we can see this match is both sides are playing each other. We can't actually say this side is better yet. But let's wait till the 90 minutes will be. The goal will be able to make the difference.
Okay, 90 minutes is actually the end of a football match, and by 90 minutes, that is when we know who the winner is going to be in a game of football, and that is Manchester United on the counter there, but that was easily cut out by Fulham, and it's Fulham who are currently defending with all their life right now against Manchester United. It's been played in the midfield, and the tormentor-in-chief there right again, talking about Willian on the ball there against Manchester United, but that was easily won back by Manchester United in the midfield against Fulham. It's still 0-0 in this encounter between Manchester United and Fulham. Yemi, we've seen over 30 minutes of action in this game already. How are you going to rate both teams, you know, in the early stage of this game?
Yeah, balanced game so far. It's at least Bruno Fernandes just got their first shot on target, and you just have to give it to them. Really, the two of them has really taken the game. It's not looking like a Manchester United farm game. It's looking more like a Liverpool-Man City game, because the two teams have been at each other's neck, toe-to-toe, and attacking back-to-back, and it's just an exciting game to watch, actually.
It's just an exciting game to watch. I'm very sure the followers are actually enjoying this game with us in the studio, and it's still Manchester United have been playing against Fulham, still 0-0, and don't forget Manchester United have won their last 6 Premier League away games against Fulham, only at West Brom. 8 between 1984 and 2011 have they won more consecutive at an opponent in the league history. So it looks like, you know, history is on Manchester United's side.
Yes.
And it might actually repeat itself in this encounter.
History is on Manchester United's side. The last time Fulham defeated Manchester United was in 2009. That's a pretty long time now. You know, if you look at their back-to-back, you know, pretty long time, 2009. So
that looks like the last time Manchester United won the EPL.
Yeah,
they won the Champions League.
But even if records on Manchester United's side, records are meant to be broken.
Of course, records are meant to be broken.
And
Especially this kind of man you scored.
This man you scored, they are low in confidence. They are low in morale. And it's not the belief. The belief is not really there. And this Fulham can just take them to the class. We saw what Fulham did to a low morale, a low believing side of Chelsea last season at this home ground, and they can still do the same again.
Calvin Cottage is actually Fulham's fortress zone, but not against Manchester United. Winning 5-year back-to-back for Manchester United shows that they are very good when it comes to playing against Fulham at Calvin Cottage. But yes, Fulham on the counter there, and that was easily cut out for an infringement, and it's going to be a free kick to Fulham in this encounter. 36 minutes of action already. Robinson just won Fulham a free kick on the right side of the pitch, and it's going to be a free kick to Fulham in the 37th minute. Well, we have about 30 minutes to go in this encounter.
Yeah. About 14 minutes.
14 minutes to go.
Yeah, in the encounter, in the first half actually. So, but so far so good. It has been a game that they've been attacking each other, but with the way the direction of this game is going, Fulham is asking the more dangerous question.
Yes, that was easily taken by Fulham into the box, and here's another in-swinger for Fulham, but that was easily caught by onrushing Andre Onana. 37 minutes approaching to 38 minutes, and that is a pass from Anthony, but that was caught out by Fulham defenders there. And Brad Leno is back with the ball. He chooses to go to Alex Iwobi, who finds Robert Robinson on the left side of the pitch, and he easily caught that out and lost that to Anthony, who is favoring going one-on-one against him. And back into the midfield for Manchester United, Eriksen, sorry, he chose to go for a shot there, and it's back to Eriksen in the midfield, but that was easily caught out. And that's the counter being led by Alex Iwobi, the Nigerian midfielder. He has just won, and it's 3 against 2 there, where it goes very wayward shot, and that will be threatening Andre Onana in the goal post.
I think that should
Alex
be a
Iwobi,
deflection.
that was actually a bad shot from the Nigerian midfielder.
Look at that.
Where was Manchester United midfielder here?
And most likely, maybe you could have dropped that pass.
Yeah, I just felt you have dropped that pass to Muniz. Muniz was
but even the Muniz is so because he didn't make the right one.
He didn't create option for him.
He didn't open up. He should have opened up space to receive pass. He didn't really open up space to receive pass.
Yeah. He was behind.
He was running into another defender. You can't be making.
So for taking that shot was, to me, it was a good decision.
But assuming it was a Mitrovic. Mitrovic won't make that run like that. You open up, because the striker is coming in between, so you open up either to the right or to the left. You don't run in front of him, and you have a defender waiting ahead to try to defend. So when you should have created option so that you can easily set a pass and they can create a better chance.
39 minutes of action already, and still 0 shots on target for Fulham in this encounter. And you have to ask yourself, Muniz has actually been empty up front in this game. He has not threatened the Manchester United up front. And let's see if the wingers, talking about being led by the former Chelsea player, the Brazilian Willian, can actually form a big one for Fulham up front against Manchester United. It's Manchester United on the ball right now and very close to the Fulham box, and they chose to go for a crossing. Hodgson in the middle there, but that was easily cut out by Reb, the Fulham captain in this encounter, and it's up to Manchester United corner kick in the 40th minute of this game. Bruno Fernandes, the Manchester United captain, will be standing on this corner kick, and we'll see the gaggling tall defender, talking about Johnny Evans, in the Fulham box, trying to get one for Manchester United in this encounter. 40th minute of the game is still Manchester United 0, Fulham 0, and that corner kick was being taken by Manchester United. And what a shot here! But that's who we threatening the goalkeeper. What a shot there from Manchester United. But he sails out of the pitch.
Yeah, a good try by Dalo after getting that beautiful goal against Sheffield United. But this one just went way off target. If you want to pick that ball, maybe the boy has to travel to Abuja National Airport to go and pick that attempt. Okay, but it was a good one. Talking
about both teams, they have 9 shots. We've seen 9 shots in this game. But, you know, unfortunately, just 1 shot on target out of 9 shots. 5 for Fulham, 4 for Manchester United. But we've only seen just 1 shot on target, and that was the one from Fernandes.
Yeah, we are seeing what they are playing right now. No, they are not too direct. They are not clear. They are not. The accuracy is very low. We saw what will be played right now. You know, in fact, he ballooned the ball, and we have seen a lot of situations like that, from both sides. You know, like the last one now, we saw what Dalot did. He just played it. Sometimes I don't know whether sometimes they close their eye before they shoot that ball, without looking at the post before shooting.
No, it's not as if he didn't look at the post. It's just that he miscued his touch. His touch on the ball was not at the right spot he calculated.
He has a good movement from Manchester United, but that was caught out by Rem in the defense of Fulham. And talking about one man who has added good in this encounter, it's Alex Iwobi. He has been everywhere for Fulham in this encounter.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot. He just came in from Everton to Fulham, and he has been showing promise for them. look at the way he played in the midweek. Today now, starting 11, we used to know him as a player that the Fulham coach, we introduced him in the second half. Now he's not a starter. And what a way to go about it.
The gaffer, talking about Alex Iwobi, we're seeing playing in the pivot role right here for Fulham. And in the Super Eagles, it's always a different scenario with him playing as the attacking midfielder. Where do you think is his favorite position?
Well, his favorite position to me is what I saw him play when he was in Everton. Arsenal, you know. From the place from the left wing, number 8 from the left wing, walk along with the winger, you know, and penetrate through that wing. I think he played better there. But here, if you see today, he has been shifted a little bit. You can see Williams is playing from the left side, and he's playing from the right.
No, he's playing deep in the midfield.
Yeah, deep in the midfield.
He's playing the pivot beside Pauline.
Yeah, but you're seeing him most of the right side.
He's just making attacking runs.
Most time you see him in the right side.
Yeah, pivot right side.
So that's what I'm saying. He's not in the natural. He's in his own natural position. You know, and the Marco Silva have seen the potential in him. That is why he's positioning him. Play here, because he knows he's good. And he's doing very well here with this position. But I know Umwobi that he's not a good finisher. Otherwise, that goal, he will have gotten a goal for Everton. But his speed, that counter was a very sweet move.
Okay, with just 2 minutes to go until the break, we remain goalless at Carving Cottage. It's still 0-0 between both teams. The team have combined for just 0.35 expected goals, with neither able to get into their full attacking flow. And you can see that even the bookies are not really expecting a lot of goals from both teams with just 0.35 expected goals.
Yeah, the bookies are not expecting.
And this is the position 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper.
Chance for first goal, but that was one touch too much being taken there by Fulham. And it's a good defensive duty there, good defensive work there from Mark Tomini. And that was the former Manchester United player talking about Andres Pereira trying to get one against his former team. And it's Willian on the ball there, chooses to dribble, dance around this player, just to go out for a crossing off to Manchester United. Still another chance for Iwobi, but we're going off for a corner kick in the 44th minute of this encounter. Good defensive work being done there by Christian Eriksen. And we can see the coach, Marcos Silva, taking a bottle of water there.
Yeah, pressure. when games gets to this type, this time, 44 minutes, no goals yet. You know, pressure will begin to mount.
And here's a corner kick to Fulham in the 44th minute. With this be the chance for a first goal in this encounter for Fulham. And that was easily taken, but caught out there by Harry Maguire for Manchester United. And it's off to a Fulham throwing in the 45th minute. And to some statistics, since the start of last season, the only defenders booked more time in the Premier League than Robertson, who has 11 since last season, and Nelson Semedo with 16, and Aaron Ike with 12 yellow cards.
Yeah, it's just one thing that, you know, most middle table teams, they rely on playing more defensively. And when you have that kind of approach towards a football game, the cards will come in. And you just have to make do with the kind of talent they can afford in the football, nowadays football. And it's just one to talk about. And that's a good shot!
Oh my goodness. Williams again with a shot for Fulham. What movement there from the Brazilian. He has actually been the tormentor-in-chief against Manchester United in this encounter. And what a movement, what a shot there. And that is his statement. That is how William. That is his way. That is just it. But it's just probably because he's cutting in from the right side. That is why he couldn't pick his angle. Because I can fancy him taking that from the left side. Yeah. It might actually be sailing deep into the back of the net.
And there's one thing he said last season. He still retains his listen, as a Chelsea fan. Like, you know, his children too, they are Chelsea fans. And, you know, scoring against Chelsea last season made him emotional, kind of, and all. But you know, every Chelsea fan just have to love this guy. You just have to love him because he served Chelsea very well.
Chelsea very well. He played very well for Chelsea. And similar move he just did. Yeah, that was the move he used to score against Chelsea.
I love
that was his move he used to score against. It was a brilliant move. And if Manchester United is not careful, if they don't hold that right back very well, William is going to cause havoc there.
Okay, straight to the live chat before Fulham takes this corner kick. And we have 5 minutes being added into this encounter. We have Ochanya Blessing. Manchester United is winning this game with a slim margin. Watch it live from Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you, Blessing. And we also have Mary Olugbodi, who's always here with us. My joy is seeing Manchester United losing and Chelsea, they are cool. While Arsenal winning today by almighty God. I think the last time we made the prediction,
everything went opposite.
Everything went opposite.
Accurately.
Well,
Accurately opposite.
So, Mary Olubodi, if you are watching this, wherever you are, please give us the scoreline of that Arsenal game.
So that
I can put my money on the upside down of the offside of it. I also put what you think Chelsea will be losing and Manchester United might be losing. So I can put my money on it because every time you predict it has actually always gone opposite.
The only thing that you normally get the correct scores. You got the correct score right, but directly opposite.
Opposit. Yeah, like I'm saying, you should put the scoreline so we can put our money on it. Back to the counter, 47 minutes being played already. 2 minutes out of the 5 minutes additional time, and there's nothing to separate both teams. Talking about Manchester United and Fulham in this encounter, it's still 0-0. Fulham they've actually been creating a lot of chances in this encounter, but they are yet to have a shot on target.
Yeah, they are yet to have a shot on target. It's been a close game, entertaining game, but the defense has really come to the party. And it's unlike the Manchester United defense that we've seen for the previous matches. But this one, it seems this one is better composed and arranged. Well, let's just see if they can hold it till the end.
Okay, let's see if they can hold it to the end. As Manchester United were eating on the counter there, but that was easily cut out by Fulham and easily won by Manchester United. Garnacho on the ball right now, and he has 2 men to beat, and it gives that out to Bruno Fernandes, and that was actually wayward from Bruno Fernandes. Against his standard, he shouldn't be crossing that out like that.
You know, there's one thing I noticed about this Man U squad lately. They are not playing to their full potential. You will see Bruno Fernandes doesn't play. And when I see these things in teams, those players want to sack the manager. That's what I think, my opinion. And I'm sensing that even in that Manchester United event. There's every tendency that they might want to sack their manager. You know, because you can see that Bruno Fernandes, oh my goodness. You need to check, maybe next international break, check what he would do for Portugal. You will see the gap in performance. I think I might be wrong, but
you see, this is what you just said now just reminded me of when Ronaldo was in Manchester United. At the point we were saying, well, probably the players are not happy with Ronaldo, and they don't want Ronaldo in the Manchester United squad, and it's like an opportunity for them to pass. They will not pass for him and all that thing. But we are still seeing the same thing here. Ronaldo is not there. And this thing is still repeating itself in Manchester United. Something is wrong there. Okay,
we are deep into the additional time of this encounter. We are into the last minutes of the 5-minute additional time added by the referee. The majority of what we've seen in this first half has just been that VAR review of McTominay disallowed goal. Chances has not been flying in from both teams, as we are yet to see more shots on target from these two teams. Talking about Manchester United and Fulham, it's just 1 shot on target, and that was from Bruno Fernandes in the early stages of this game. And yeah, we have a Fulham who will be favoring taking on the counter there, but that was easily intercepted by Andre Onana, who will be ending this first half with a clean sheet.
Yeah, ending the first half with a clean sheet. But Damsat last week has taught us that you might end.
There's a chance for Manchester United to get one in the first half. But that was lost out by Anthony. It has actually been a cagey affair between Anthony and Robinson right there on the left wing of Fulham. And it's halftime at Covent Cottage. Covent Cottage between Fulham and Manchester United. It's 0-0 at halftime. And Cotsy, we had the goal in that first half scored by McTominay, but that was caught out by VAR and disallowed, which keeps this game 0-0 at halftime. Halftime into the encounter between Fulham and Manchester United, it's 0-0.
Yeah, 0-0, exciting game so far. You know, it's not a boring encounter. It lives up to the expectations. The bookies gave it a very close odd, and it has lived up to it. And we just hope that second half we can see goals, because goals make the game interesting. Goals makes it more befitting to watch. You want to watch highlights. You can agree with me that most people will not want to see an highlight of a game that doesn't have a goal. So, you know, goals is very important. Yeah, we just hope they will come in the second half.
Yeah, the beauty of football is always goals, because that is what gives you 3 points in a football encounter. The gaffer, we had this first half 0-0 being played by Fulham and Manchester United. Do you think Fulham they've lived up to expectations, or is it just Manchester United being Manchester United this season?
Oh, of course, we say Fulham to some extent they've actually lived up to expectation, but I will be expecting a win from Fulham today because right there in their own home they're playing against.
Are you expecting or you've played there?
No. I didn't touch this game because it looked unpredictable.
It's a banana.
I didn't touch it. It looks unpredictable. And so I'm saying what I'm trying to say in essence is that I expect Fulham to defeat Manchester United. Even the fact that Manchester United don't have bite, they don't know how to score goals. And right there in front of their own crowd, Fulham can actually score. And, we didn't see much of Rodrigo in the first half. That's their last man, their scorer. We didn't see much of him. But we expect him to come back in the second half and do the needful. And also, Manchester United, we saw they scored the first goal through McTominay. It was cancelled. That was a sweet move. Since then, we've not seen any move from Manchester United. We've not seen any interesting football move from Manchester United apart from that goal, that move they made to score that goal. We've not seen any sweet move. What we saw was just shots, shot outside the goalpost and others. So I expect Manchester United to come out, but my expectation in the second half, I want to see Fulham win this match.
Straight to you, let's talk about the two striker. Rodrigo Muniz for Fulham and Rasmus Højlund for Manchester United. They've actually been a bit quiet in this first half.
Yeah,
do you think it has actually been a problem with the midfielders? Talking about Andres Pereira for Fulham and Bruno Fernandes for Manchester United. Do you think they've actually been the problem why we've had these two strikers, being quiet in this first half?
Yeah, I think the main key thing is you just have to give it to the centre back and the pivot. They kept those guys quiet. It's when a striker opens to receive a pass that you will get a pass. If you are being man-marked all over the field, you don't get space to receive the ball. That's why when you see most of the attacking from both teams has come from the wings. It's just the due diligence of the centre back so far in that encounter.
Okay, we've had some good battles in this first half, and let's start with Robinson talking about left back for Fulham and Anthony. It has actually been, a romantic affair between these two players in the first half.
Yeah, really, really romantic. We've seen he got a yellow card on him.
Yeah.
But he has not left him to. He has stuck with Anthony, frustrated him, and keeps him under wraps because we know Anthony. If Anthony gets into dangerous position, it can be very, very risky, and that's very, very important, the way he cuts his own, and so that he doesn't go and do some very dangerous damage.
Another observation from this Anthony, at a point we are saying, okay, a lot of Manchester United fans were saying, give this Anthony more time, give this Anthony more time, we will see him come with what he played in Ajax. I think this time we're talking about is enough.
Yeah, I think I beg to differ because he has been going through a lot.
Talking about
psychological.
Has he lived up to expectation? Talking about that big money.
No, he has not lived up to expectation, but you can still pardon him for this season because he started with a scandalous season. If there's no player that those kind of news will come
So we should, because of that, what happened,
No, we will not because of that. We are just saying the reality that we can see, what has happened. Because it really affected him. There was a time he was pulled out of the team. And when you are not playing consistently, it will show this stop gap in playing time. It will show. So, and when we started the show, you were talking about Wan-Bissaka, who was absent due to injury. So, when you don't play, you are not injured. You are in a kind of situation whereby you are not even sure if you will not be found guilty or not. Because in the court of law, sometimes truth don't get you win case. Fact will get you win case. If they present a stronger case, even if you are innocent, you might be found guilty. So these things will play down on his mind. You need a very, very happy and psychologically well player to give you that top performance. And that's just, but I think Anthony, over time, if he keeps playing consistently, he will pick up and get to a good place.
Okay, let's talk about another battle we had in the first half. It's Willian against Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and it seems Willian has been the better of both in this battle.
Yeah, he has been the better because Wan-Bissaka is just going into the game. And you will see that if he keeps going into this game, second half, Willian might not have the smooth ride he had in the first half. That's one thing about players because class is permanent, form is temporary. You can grow into a game. When you start slowly, when you grow into the game, It might now be Wan-Bissaka doing the attacking instead of William.
Okay, let's talk the gaffer. Let's go straight into Fulham defenders and let's look at the central defenders pairing. We have Thierry, the captain of Fulham today, and Calvin Bassey against Harry Maguire and Johnny Evans. Which of these two which of these two central backs pairing do you think has been the better side today?
I always like talking about Maguire when we talk about him. He has actually done well today, but nobody's talking about it. There's some sweet move, and sometimes we saw him trying to score goal from the defend. I think it has been a good one for them. And for the Fulham side also, I think both central defense have actually done well in this match. And that is the reason why we are getting this scoreline. Because they've been able to hold their lines very well for a clean sheet in the first half.
Okay, and one man that actually looks like to be the best Fulham player today has been Alex Iwobi.
Yeah, playing from the defense to attack is one challenging role. You need to be on top of your game, physical fitness, especially when you run in and run out of space. It is very, very demanding, and he has handled himself well. When he needs to join in attack, he attacks and he covers up his line in time to recover, to defend. And top performance from him, top performance. And
you can hear that from here. Top performance from the Nigerian midfielder Alex Iwobi, was actually been in good form against Manchester United today. Looking at, if you are Eric Ten Hag and we're talking about the second half, still 0-0, what do you think Manchester United needs to do in the second half to get a goal or two in this encounter?
Very, very dicey, because they are playing a Fulham team that is not waiting for them to attack. They are playing a Fulham team that is taking the ball to them. So what I just feel they need to do is, in their attack, Antonio has been -1 so far. Maybe a substitution of Antonio, then bringing a more mobile pivot to support Scott. Because Eriksen has been calm too. We've not seen much from Eriksen today. He has been calm today. Maybe a Mason Mount coming on so that he can attack and support Bruno more. And Bruno has not really been the Bruno we used to know in this game. And he needs to step up. If he doesn't step up, then you substitute Antonio and Bruno and bring in Mason Mount and there's Helsbury too on the bench. A more livelier player that can take the game to the opponent. It's not more about changing formation. It's more about players taking their responsibility. Okay,
let's go straight to Manchester United bench, where we have Sergio Reguilón on the left back for Manchester United. There's Rafael Varane, who's just coming back from injury. Mason Mount is also on the bench. There's Hannibal, there's Pellistri, there's Kobe Mano, and there's Sofiane Amrabat and Anthony Martial. These are the players on the bench for Manchester United. There's no players like Casemiro, there's no Lisandro, there's no Jadon Sancho, there's no Shaw. A lot of injuries for Manchester United also. But looking at this bench, how much do you think Garnacho has replaced Marcus Rashford in this encounter?
Not that much. Even Rashford has not covered himself in glory this season. So to look at it, it's just a bit around 50% performance from Rashford lately. But Garnacho too has not been a lot better than Rashford. It's like they are in the same WhatsApp group. They really need to improve and step up. But there's one guy on that bench, that guy Mano. Mano is one player that can be the only pivot. He can hold the ball and dictate the pace of the game.
He's also just coming back from injury.
Yeah, he's also coming back from injury. The same way Wan-Bissaka too is coming back from injury, and he's starting Wan-Bissaka. It's just more about trust. Maybe he believes he's still too young like that. And I think the issue start putting more faith on that young lad, because he knows how to read the direction of the game.
Another observation again from that wing from Anthony's playing. The last time Anthony was it suspended or injury? They used Pellistri. Pellistri gave good account of himself, that wing. In fact, they won that match. Twice he played, Manchester United actually won, and most of the contribution came from him. And I don't see the reason why they will believe he will be sitting on the bench. So if Pellistri can come in, I think he can replace Anthony comfortably.
Okay, let's go straight to Fulham. Seeing this starting 11, if you are Marcus Silva, the manager of Fulham, Marco Silva, sorry. What are you going to be doing in the second half to get a victory or to cage Manchester United?
As far as I'm concerned, you don't need to touch a team that is playing well. What you just need to do is Muniz needs to understand runs. If he doesn't understand it, you change the number 9. Then Robinson has to be more careful so that he doesn't get a second yellow card. And you can change everything about the game.
Okay, talking about the number 9, we have the big man talking about Raul Jimenez on the bench in this encounter.
There's no other way to bring him in. You just have to bring. He has experience. He knows the terrain. He understands the opponent. So why not? If not, Muniz has not been playing very well. He has not been making the right runs. The top man has been one of the main reasons why Fulham has not scored in this encounter. Because the attacking runs of William, you need a striker that can calculate his moves so that he can set the timing pass. You have VAR to check offside line, so you need to be very, 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 very accurate when it comes to your runs. So it's very important.
It's very important. Fulham actually defend well and bring in a striker in this encounter against Manchester United. Don't forget to still watch along on Premier Sports Fan Center, and you can be a part of this conversation by dropping your comments in our live chats comment section, and we promise to read it out. Don't forget to also tell us where you're watching us from, and also remember to subscribe to our channel and switch on your notification so you'll be notified whenever we are on air, giving you analysis and commentaries from football matches around the world. Don't forget, we still have the big one between Newcastle and Arsenal still to come at it's now 6:30 p.m.
Yeah,
6:30 p.m. It's a late fixture in EPL today. And on Monday, we have the big one in London, talking about Tottenham against Chelsea. We'll be here live in the studio.
6:30 p.m. Nigerian time.
6:30 p.m. Nigerian time. And we'll be here in the studio to give you all analysis of these matches. For 90 minutes, we'll always be in the studio to give you fresh and interesting, commentaries of football matches. I'm the gaffer. I know you're a gaffer, but not a gaffer that coaches football team. Because I can't really. I'm still trying to find out why you are the gaffer. I'm talking about second half. It's a big game for both teams. Who are you tilting towards in the second half to get this victory?
Yeah, I'm tilting towards Fulham to get the victory in this second half. But that is where my mind goes. Right? But I'm looking when you look at what is on ground right now. What is on ground right now? It is a open game. Anybody can take the victory. Manchester United can take the victory. But the fact is that why I'm going towards Fulham, Manchester United, they gradually becoming a team you cannot trust any longer. You understand? Based on past antecedents. So they're becoming a team you cannot trust any longer. And what we are seeing so far, brilliantly they will play, but they don't have a bite. And it is when you have bite to finish, to score goal, that the maximum 3 points you will take home. But with what we are seeing now, but why I'm saying Fulham, with the combination of what is it, Williams
and Muniz,
Pereira, Paulinho and Iwobi, it's a very good combination that can strike when you don't expect.
And yeah, before the beginning of the second half, because we can see the players are back on the pitch for the beginning of the second 45 minutes of this encounter. We saw a message from the fans there, play like you mean it. And that is coming from Manchester United fans.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. Because the intention has been absent in the game of Manchester United so far for some games now. Even the Brentford game. It just took the spirit that McTominay brought into that game that made the other players just wake up. It's as if they were on a long sleep or slumber. So the intention, look at it. Hondogan said something after the Clasico last week. He said the Barcelona dressing room was not as moody as the way he expects. That's winning mentality. When you lose a game, your mentality should be, we should win every game. And when you lose, it will be as if you lost somebody. The mood will be very bad, terrible. You feel the pain, but it's not showing like that. They really need to play with passion. That's what is missing in Manchester United.
Okay, talking about playing with passion, let's go to the attacking statistics on the first half. Shooting accuracy has actually been 20% for Manchester United and 0% for Fulham in the first half. The reason why we had just one shot on target in the first half. How do you think they need to improve this in the second half?
They really need to improve in a way that get into position, shooting position. Then use the whole field, spread play, attack. Open play. If you don't open play, the defense will easily mark out your lines. Use the whole field. It's not as if somebody wants to buy one plot out of it or maybe a quarter plot. Use the whole field. Spread the play, spread out, play to the wings so that you can open up space to actually penetrate, and that's very important.
Okay, as it sits right now, Manchester United are currently 8th in the EPL, having played 11, won 5, drawn 1, and lost 5 games this season. They've scored 11 and conceded 16 goals, and that keeps them at -5 goals differences with just 16 points in the EPL. They've conceded 16 goals this season. That is actually too much for Manchester United.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. And they really need to improve on that, especially defensively. Defensively, they really need to improve. They really, really need to improve, or else their season might be going for a serious downturn.
Okay, after their terrible week, Manchester United need a big performance, but we are yet to see that with Eric Ten Hag men looking lackluster again in this encounter. The big stars are yet to make an impact, and the second half has just begun right there at Calvin Cottage. Let's see if Manchester United will be coming back into this encounter because they need a victory.
Oh, what a sweet move from him.
Movement from Willian against Manchester United. He's starting the second half where he stopped in the first half, and it's Fulham who are having the better share right here in the first 4 minutes of the second half. And back to the wing there, and it's Fulham against Manchester United in the second half. It's still 0-0, and that should be a big victory. The battle there between Garnacho and Wilson, but that was easily caught up by Fulham. And Manchester United who are turning defense into attack, and Tony just lost that out against his romantic partner, talking about Robinson, who has actually been a big one for him in this encounter. A big battle between Anthony and Robinson, and that was another chance for Manchester United to create an attacking threat, but that was caught out also by Fulham. And we're back to the way we started this first half. It's end-to-end stuff, but those shorter targets are not just coming. They are not hitting the target with the ball.
Yeah, you just have to give it to the two defensive minded players of the two teams. They've been doing a good job keeping the strikers quiet, especially in the dangerous area, the final third. They've done a good job on Manchester United attack, and even for Manchester United defense doing a good job on Fulham.
All right, good chance for Fulham to go ahead in this account for Manchester United, but that was easily saved by Brad Leno. Very short here from
Garnacho.
From Garnacho, the Argentine winger. Good movement there from Manchester United. We have a second shot on target in this encounter, and it's the young Argentine with that shot. Wow, that took off a wicked deflection from Alex Iwobi, but that won't be going to the back of the net, and this match is still 0-0 in the 47th minute of this game. Approaching the 48th minute, it's still Manchester United 0, Fulham 0. Unless we are talking about the defensive work in this game, let's look at the duels in this encounter. Tackle accuracy for Fulham has been 50%, while Manchester United tackle accuracy has been 100%. They've had successful duels, 16. While Fulham has completed 29 duels in this game.
Yeah, that explains why we've not seen a goal so far. They've been really doing a good job defensively. But games of football, it depends on the timing and defining moment. Those defining moments, when you see somebody rise up to the rescue and just do some beautiful defending, the game goes back to a stalemate. So, and the way it's going right now, if those defense don't crack, it seems we might be in for a barring draw. Okay,
we're into the 49th minute and still 0-0 between Fulham and Manchester United. And it's Brad Leno on the ball right now. He chooses to go straight to Calvin Bassey in the fence, who finds his midfielder there. And that is Wilson on the ball back to Calvin Bassey, sorry, but easily lose out to Manchester United.
Maybe you want Calvin Phillips in your club, just.
I don't like the name just keep on coming to my mouth. I'm not really a big fan of Calvin Phillips talking about the Manchester City midfielder. And it's back into the game. He won't be on the ball there. Chooses to go straight into Wilson, who was actually brought down by Manchester United, and it's going to be an infringement on the young player talking about Wilson there. Good movement there from Wilson, and what a foul there. It's not necessary from Garnacho, because it looks like Wilson was running straight at Manchester United defenders there.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to take one for the team so that it doesn't lead to another goal. Man U right now, anything they do now, we take the headlines, especially with the world of football. So they really need to be careful. The Manchester United fans are used to winning for years. Now, this barring way of playing football without productivity, without winning the league. For I think this will be the 10th year that Manchester United has won the league last. I think it was 2013 or 2012.
Yeah.
That they won the league last.
I think it's been taken by Fulham there, but that's only directly Manchester United as they've successfully won another duel against Fulham in this encounter. Alex will be on the ball there, chooses to go to Pereira, who finds, oh, that is actually a wasted one from the Brazilian midfielder, and it's going to be a Manchester United throwing in this encounter. 50th minute, 5 minutes gone in the second half. It's still 0-0 between Fulham and Manchester United. Let's see if we'll be having an early breakthrough in this first half, in the second half, between any of these two teams. Expected goal in the second half has been 0.33 for Fulham and 0.24 for Manchester United, while expected assist has been 0.20 for Manchester United and 0.07 for Fulham.
And it's just, oh, what a save by the goalkeeper.
It looks like Garnacho is actually coming into the second half, you know, looking prepared and looking re-energized against Fulham.
Yeah. You know, now you can see that Man U is using more of the wing. Use the field, spread it out, so that when you spread out a defense, they can open space where your strikers can make runs through. But when you play choky, you will be, you know, the game.
And here's a chance for Manchester United. They'll be taking this after that corner kick. They chose to go out there for a cross and still being played by Manchester United. Cross into the infield there. Where a chance for Manchester United to go top in this game, but that was easily cut out by Fulham. And the referee will be blowing an infringement in favor of Fulham there. It's Ferreira who has just won Fulham a free kick against Johnny Evans there for Fulham in this encounter.
That's the right decision.
That
was a very nasty touch from Johnny Evans. But it's game on. It's a good call from the referee, and it's the right one.
Yeah, good call from the referee. It's the right one.
That was a good call from the referee. We have Frank Jassy. Update, please. Yes, in the 51st minute of this encounter, it's Manchester United 0, Fulham 0. Both teams are yet to break each other in this encounter. And let's see, we have about 40 minutes to go in the second half, so there's still a lot of time to see if any of these two teams will be getting us the first goal in this encounter. It's Manchester United 0, Fulham 0 in the 51st minute of this encounter as we are approaching the 52nd minute of this game. Yemi, are you expecting early substitutions in this encounter?
Yeah, but I think substitutions will start coming in anything from the 65th, 70 minutes, depending on the happenings in the game. Is about, for instance, if Fulham or Manchester United scores first, there will be a response from the bench. And if the game remain the same, Man U will most likely be the first to respond because they need this game more to send the right message to their supporters. And for Ten Hag to keep his job is very, very important.
Talking about scoring in this encounter, if Fulham should score in this game, how dangerous would that be for Manchester United in this encounter?
It's as dangerous as Ten Hag might lose his job. It's very, very... You know, Manchester United fans are beginning to become fed up with that coach. They've given him time. And see...
they've given him time. This is just his first full season in Manchester. His second full season with Manchester United.
In football,
so he still needs time.
In modern day football, one full season is enough.
Because Manchester United fans will always tell you they are not the second club.
For instance, Pep Guardiola, we know Man City to be more patient with coaches than Manchester United. And look at it. Guardiola spent just one season to test one. He was saying it in his press conference that this season, there is no excuse. And look at how they took out team.
Yes, they responded.
So that's a coach that knows what they are doing.
But this is still early.
You know, you see, the point is, when you look
is it too early until they get to relegation?
No. When you look at Newcastle, you see their direction. You see the structure. You see the way they are going, where they are going to. You see Chelsea, the kind of way they want to
play. Here's a chance for Manchester United, and they're deep into the box of Fulham. But that was easily cut out by Fulham, but still with Manchester United on the ball right now. And it's Garnacho. He will choose to go in for a cross there against Fulham, but that was cut out by Fulham defenders off to a Manchester United throwing. Watchalong has been quiet as anything in this encounter. He has actually been taken out of this game by Calvin Bassey and Riem as they've defended well against the Danish striker who is still looking for his first EPL goal for Manchester United. It's 55th minute already in this encounter, and it's Manchester United 0, Fulham 0.
Yeah, great game so far. Interesting one. But it seems Manchester United wants to be the better team in this second half. They've been taking the game to Fulham. asking the right questions. Possibly if they can consistently continue this, they can get answers by taking the lead in this encounter. And it's another
good chance for Manchester United, but that won't be another attacking threat from Manchester United, as that was a weight too much on that ball, and it's going to be a free kick to Fulham in the 55th minute of this encounter. You know, we've seen over 10 minutes been played in the second half. That is about 10 minutes been played in the second half already, and it has actually been a cagey affair, just like the way it went in the first half. But you know, we are still here to see those clear-cut chances from these two teams, and it's looking like another game that might just end 0-0 between Fulham and Manchester United.
Yeah, it's looking more like it, but if you agree with me, you will see that this game, you can see more intention in the second half. You can see more attacking runs in the second half. And it's just a matter of time, so I think the chances will start coming in.
Okay, to our viewers, if you want to watch live matches with the family, kindly join the Eagle Gold family membership on this channel. That is where we actually show the matches live. But on the regular platform, we can only give commentaries and analysis of the matches as it happens live around the world. On the 5th or 6th minute already, but still 0-0 between Manchester United and Fulham in this encounter. It has actually been a cagey one, and a match that's actually been interesting even without goals being scored in the game. Let's talk about some statistics. United have lost each of their last 5 Premier League games away, in which they have failed to score in the first half, going on to lose those games by an aggregate score of 13-0.
Just an aggregate, though.
The last 5 away EPL games,
and
they've lost at aggregate 13-0. That means they're yet to score in their last 5 away games in the EPL.
Yeah, that tells you how
there's a good chance for Fulham with this bit, a chance for a first goal. William on the ball there, from Manchester United. It was to have been a good chance for Fulham to go ahead in this encounter in the 57th minute. What a movement there from Fulham. What a counter-attacking football there from Fulham. What a chance for William to have put Fulham one go ahead, but he chose to go for a cutback. But there was no Fulham player there, or should we say a very good defensive work there from Manchester United. And that keeps this game 0-0 at 57th minute. It's Manchester United who will be having a chance to go on the counter of their own. But and it's Iwobi as he chooses to go straight to Wilson, who finds William, and William will fancy a shot here against Manchester United, but that had to be deflected off, and that caught the protest of that ball by Harry Maguire. What a good defensive work there from the England centre back, and it's Manchester United who will be eating on the counter of their own right now on the other side of the pitch. And it's Manchester United with a chance to break through the Fulham defense. It's 4 against 3 Manchester United. A wide pass into the box, but it will be easily caught out there by Fulham. And it's Pereira on the ball right now, straight into Manchester United midfield side of it. It's 57 minutes. We're approaching the 58th minute of this encounter, and it's Fulham who are having another chance at Manchester United. Where a chance there for Fulham. Pereira in the box there, but that was cut out, and it's Alex Iwobi. He fancies to go for a shot, but that will be going across the field, and that is actually William with another shot against Onana.
It has been interesting. It has been end-to-end attack from both sides. I want to salute the Fulham side for this kind of putting up this kind of show. This kind of football. So interesting. Look at the counter, look at the move, look at the switch. I wonder, in fact, sometimes you don't get Iwobi to play like this in Nigeria. When it comes to the club side, look how beautiful he's playing today. Look at the combination with William.
He's not playing with the same set of players in the national team, so it's different.
And another thing again, talking about Maguire has also been the saving grace of Manchester United today. The second time he's getting injured now. I think the man needs to be he needs to be changed. He has done well. Don't kill yourself because of criticism. I try to
no, it's not about criticism.
No.
See, looking at it, it's just a target. Yeah. Most of the, go and check last season, apart from the back pass or something, many of the time, it was just intentionally targeted. And that's what some fans does. They thought it's fun, but they are messing with the psychological health of human beings, fellow human beings like them, which FIFA has to start thinking of a way to start curbing it, because he's just a strong man mentally. Yeah. Other players might not survive it. It might be the end of their career. But he's just a strong man mentally. And you have to give it to the English manager for sticking right with him and backing him up, knowing what he could do. at the central back.
60 minutes gone in this encounter. It's still 0-0 between Fulham and Manchester United. And Manchester United are preparing the first substitution as the former captain talking about Harry Maguire is looking unfit or looking injured in this encounter. And they'll be preparing to bring Lindelof into this encounter. And the 60th minute already, it's Fulham on the ball right now as they've chosen to go from the left to the right side of the pitch against the Manchester United to try and create another chance. And it's Fulham who are currently on the ball. Is Andres Pereira, the former Manchester United player, playing as attacking midfielder for Fulham today as it chooses to go. So that was actually a loose pass, but that was
beautiful play
won
from
there by
Iwobi.
Iwobi, who has actually been everywhere against Manchester United. Very chance for
That's it from Onana.
That will be going to the back of the net and first goal. What a save with that first shot. What a shot here from Wilson and what a save from Andre Onana. The follow-up was actually defended well against Andres Pereira, and it's off to a corner kick to Fulham in the 61st minute of this encounter. Fulham attacking deep against Manchester United.
Yeah, you just have to give it to Fulham. Really asking the question.
And Harry Maguire is back on the pitch.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what you do as a player who is determined.
And the free kick has been taken by Fulham, but that was actually not as what they have wanted in this game. But Fulham has actually won that back, and it's Willian on the ball right now. And that's another chance for Fulham with that very first goal.
Oh,
and a save from
Onana
again to keep Manchester United in this game. Since the first minute, lot of saves in the second half from that young man talking about Andre Onana. He seems to have been Manchester United saving grace in this encounter.
Yeah, he has been Manchester United saving grace for the last 5 minutes because it seems Fulham now has a way of attacking them, but it's more or less like a straight shot. But I really think if Manchester United is not careful, they will concede a goal.
Well, and that's chance there for Fulham, but that has easily been caught out by Manchester United. But it's been lost to Fulham, and you have to give it to their recovery rate in this game. It has actually been 3 seconds to 5 seconds recovery rate against Manchester United. Talking about Fulham, up since the second minute already, it's still 0-0 between Fulham and Manchester United. But no doubt that's actually been it has actually been a cagey stuff between both teams. As we've enjoyed ourselves in the studio seeing end-to-end stuff from Manchester United and Fulham. A lot of attacking threats, but the goals are just not coming in. What a chance for Fulham, what a turn there in the box for Muniz, but that is going out for another corner kick. Harry Maguire putting his body to the line to save Manchester United there, even when he's looking injured.
Yeah, that's an important clearance because if you look at it, any mistake
Muniz already got that, he's turning right.
No. He's in the better position. Maguire is in the better position to save that than Muiz. You know, Muiz
is the striker that wants to score.
Okay. I mean the other
Dallo.
yeah. Mario,
it was
between two of them.
Yeah, it's another corner for a chance. Oh, that would have been selling deep into the box of Manchester United, but that was caught out by Manchester United defender on the line, and it's Fulham on the ball right now. Manchester United will be having a deep breath there as they have a throw-in. What a shot there from Bassi, but that was caught out in what will have been Fulham's first goal in this encounter. And Manchester United will be making their substitution right now. It's Antony out for Pellistri.
Yeah, I talked about that substitution. I think it's a good one. Let's see what he brings to the party. We saw him the previous match. The 2 back-to-back match he played, Manchester United won. To get another person that was supposed to Hannibal, you know, I think this combination, it was so good that the selection was so brilliant that day. But I don't know why Ten Hag would not want to use that such selection. So let's see what
you know, your opponent will determine the kind of game plan and the utensils you want to bring to play. So I don't blame Ten Hag for not using them. They are just players trying to go. When you play a young lad, if they play too many games, even Messi, when he was coming up in Barcelona, he was being introduced gradually. You don't start playing them and giving them too many number of games. It is the resultant effect is not always the best.
Okay, so this is the 3rd minute already in the second half as we're approaching 64th minute. Still 0-0 between Fulham and Manchester United. And Manchester United already made a substitution in this encounter as they brought in the Uruguayan winger, talking about Pellistri, for the Brazilian Antony. Antony hasn't really lived up to expectation in this encounter. You know, he has actually been quiet in the first half, except for that yellow card Robinson won against him. I don't really think I saw anything of brilliance from Antony in this encounter.
You know, during the break when we were talking about it, I was mentioning the fact that Antony has not been in his best form in this match. So.
Well, that is Muniz with an elder there for Fulham, sorry. But that's only going to the back of the net as it was inches wide of the goal post. You know, we've seen a lot of chances being created by Fulham, but none has been on target for them in this encounter.
Now, you can see now that when Muniz is now more aware of his role, you can see chances raking in from Fulham now. So the difference between creativity first half and second half is just the awareness of their striker. And thumbs off to him that is one thing to accept a role and is another thing to interpret it very well.
Okay, currently ball possession still sits in favor of Manchester United with 55.9% of ball possession, while Fulham has just 44.1% of ball possession. 13 total shots by Fulham, but 0 on target from Fulham in this encounter.
Yeah, 0 so far from Fulham.
No, they have 2, sorry. They have 2 shots on target right now in this encounter.
Well,
but from 13 total shots, it actually looks a bit wayward having just 2, or they've actually been wasteful of those chances they've created in this encounter.
Yeah, not really been wasteful. They took those chances very well, but you just have to give it to the brilliance of Onana. And he's still game on, actually. And it's looking more like a game that will be more interesting than we thought.
Okay, the game might actually be looking more interesting than we thought. Don't forget, Onana has conceded 16 goals this season in the EPL, where he has actually been Manchester United 7 goals in this encounter. 65 minutes of this encounter being gone already, and it's still Manchester United 0, Fulham 0. Live from Fulham stadium, talking about the Calvin Cottage. Let's see if this match will be ended 0-0. But I think whoever wins this game will actually be winning a lucky game.
Yeah, 66 minutes, still 0-0 at the Craven Cottage. Many people, expecting the normal big name Manchester United, they should be leading at this point of the match. But football is not played by names. It's played on the field of play. They really need to come to the party. And that was a terrible tackle by Garnacho.
Let's talk about Anthony. You know, the Brazilian international did not create a chance or have a shot, while winning just 3 of his 11 duels. In the 63 minutes he played in this encounter. Not really the best of games for the Brazilian.
Yeah. You know, when talking about Anthony, when I saw him playing, I'm beginning to wonder what role did Ten Hag actually assigned to him.
100 million euros.
You know, from the right wing, you hardly see him playing like an attacker. He always play deep. He cannot run like what we are seeing William doing now from the wings. You know, sometimes they run down.
They are actually players with different profiles.
Yeah, they're players with different profiles. But at this point in time, we expect to see that kind of play from Anthony, given the kind of the way he has been his value is. You know, we hope to see him, you know, run deep, to the 18 box like a striker. Create chances up there, but you never see him there. He's always inside, and that tactic is not working. It's not working for Manchester United. Manchester United need a striker that can overrun defenders, you know, and get across or try scoring.
Yemi, let's talk about one Manchester United player that's actually been facing, you know, a lot of talks these days. That's Jadon Sancho. He hasn't really lived up to that expectations, but you know he's out for punishment, you know. After having that head-to-head with the manager Eric Ten Hag, and he chooses not to apologize, so he has been withdrawn from the first team. Do you think there's any need to bring Jadon Sancho back into Manchester United squad?
You see, I think there is a need because we are all humans. You can't talk down on my personality and I won't defend myself. And you're telling me because of disciplinary issues, I should not talk. What the coach said too was too weighty. How can you say a player of that magnitude that might want to cough out big money transfer? What messages are you passing to other clubs? And he had to defend himself. And he didn't even defend himself in a good way. We know what players like Pogba could do. He only said, don't believe everything you hear. Just to at least defend himself to some extent. And you said it should have... See, negative energy is not good for any club. That is one thing that many coaches should understand. And coaches like Ten Hag, see, you can be an authoritarian in Ajax. But when it comes to a big club, Real Madrid of this world, the Chelseas of this world, the Barcelona of this world, the Juventus of this world, you need to understand the wisdom behind managing ego. Even Guardiola knows that. Guardiola is a no-nonsense coach. But there's a way you go about it that it won't spread negative energy. Now, look at it. Is Man U playing like a united team with the love of the players in unity? It doesn't look like that to me, and I think they should be doing better than what they are doing.
To me, I feel it's an individual issue. You know, who are you and what are you targeting? Sancho, even the Bible said it. They say he who humble himself will be exalted. What does it take for him for you to bow my boss? You know, same as a boss and as a father. You have
the opinion that
of course
Sancho should actually apologize.
Of course. If you say, is he the first player a coach will talk about in media?
We saw something like that happen at Chelsea. I'm coming. Yeah. When Lukaku went into the media, had an interview and talked this and that about Tuchel. But Tuchel didn't send him out of the Chelsea.
That's what I'm saying.
Level. They sent him out of the squad.
You understand what I'm saying?
And still played him in the Champions League semi-final against Real Madrid. Because I could remember that semi-final against Real Madrid. Quarter-final. Sorry, he still played in that encounter. So there's a way to manage the situation.
I'm coming. There are coaches with different.
There's a good chance for Manchester United deep in the half.
I'm coming. Coaches with different.
Very chance for Pelistri with his very first goal, but that was caught out by Brand Lennon, and no goal in this encounter in 17 minutes. And we have 20 more minutes for both teams to find that first goal in this encounter. 20 more minutes for Manchester United to find a winner against Fulham, and 20 more minutes for Fulham to find that all-important victory against Manchester United in this game. It will be a famous victory for Fulham should they score and win in this encounter against Manchester United.
Yeah, it will be a famous win for Manchester United, for Fulham actually, if they can defeat Manchester United. And it will be Manchester United going deeper into the mud. And they really need to work against that. Because, see, one thing I would just want Ten Hag to, he needs to sit down and rethink. He needs to have a rethink. Because the approach is going around. Look at the way he had to freeze out Cristiano Ronaldo out of the team. Look at how he did that. You don't see.
Let me see. It can be when you talk about Cristiano Ronaldo, I think Ten Hag is one player that actually drew Cristiano Ronaldo closer to himself. To some extent, Cristiano Ronaldo too is rude. To some extent, there's something. So that's what I'm coming. Hello, when you substitute him, he respond.
Let's talk about Ronaldo.
He's not rude.
Who do you think is actually a bigger profile?
Cristiano Ronaldo and it's a Cristiano Ronaldo, of course.
Good. So how was he rude in this situation?
No, another.
We have a player.
What I'm trying to say in essence,
when it happened between what's it called, Napoli coach and Osimhen, and they had that issue.
Yeah.
What was the genesis of it? It was Osimhen being substituted off, and having that emotion getting over him that he's not supposed to be withdrawn at that moment.
And that's a good chance for Man U.
But that is still like what we've been seeing from the first half. The chances are always coming, but always being caught out between both teams. And there's Andre Pereira on the ball right now in Manchester United half. Will this be another chance for Fulham as a goal deep into the hands of the tormentor?
And that's William.
William on the ball right now, goes against two players. Back to Pelistri, to Pereira. He will be with a shot there for Fulham. But that is going to sail wide and not against or not threatening the goalkeeper. And we can see he will be looking tired. He has actually been full of running for the 74 minutes of this encounter.
One thing we don't know how to do is to get.
I think is getting into the box and playing.
He knows how to shoot.
To be clinical. No. Most time his shots are always either over the ball or above the ball. If you want to rate him by percentage,
it's just a shot from a tired.
Yes, another chance for Manchester United. Will this be the first goal for Manchester United?
And that's a penalty.
But the referee is yet to have that, and probably will be having the VR check.
I think that ball, the hand is
VR should be taken out, but
position.
that seems the hand is in a natural position, and there's VR consultation with the referee there. But let's see if the referee, and there's a VR check there. Is it for VR check or for the player down? I think it's for the player down. But I don't think that should be a penalty. It looks like the hand was in a natural position.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we're going to have a relook on it. Sometimes it's not as we see it, but when we have a proper relook, we're able to judge that situation. And the player is down.
Muniz is actually down there for Fulham, and he'll be needing medical attention right now. We're in the 75th minute of this encounter, 15 more minutes to go. It's still 0-0 between Fulham and Manchester United. And we can see Fulham are also preparing a substitution of their own. And it looks like Carlos Vinicius might just be coming in for Fulham in this encounter. 75th minute gone already. It's Fulham 0, Manchester United 0. Back to the disciplinary issue we're talking about.
Now, look at it. When Ronaldo granted Morgan that interview, he said he can't respect somebody that didn't respect him. And for Ronaldo to come out to say that, there must be something that has gone under the carpet.
Respect has to be
it has to be reciprocal.
Yeah, respect is reciprocal.
That's how it is. And
so the player is actually crying, he's in tears there.
Yeah, the pain.
It looks like it's a big foul on the young man, talking about the Fulham midfielder there. Let's just hope he's let's just hope his feet
he's leaping. Yeah,
he's actually leaping. It looks like it's actually a big injury to the young man there. Let's see if Fulham will be making a substitution in this encounter right now. And it's Muniz who has been withdrawn and is in tears going out in this encounter and being withdrawn and being replaced by the big man. They've actually made 2 substitutions in this game. Willian has been withdrawn and Vinicius is coming in. We have, let's see who the second player is coming in for Fulham in this encounter. Lukic. Wow. Yeah, 2 good substitutions from Fulham in this encounter against Manchester United. And talking about Lukic, the young Serbian midfielder, let's see what he'll be bringing into this encounter against Manchester United. He's still looking for his first goal in EPL for Manchester United, as he has played 337 minutes this season, but he's yet to score a goal from Fulham. Yeah,
let's just say, records are meant to be broken. I don't imagine many Manchester United fans.
But don't you think that substitution, taking out William, who has actually been the biggest tormentor in chief against Manchester United up front, and it's looking like it might actually be a big miss for them in this account.
Well, be a big miss
for William to be substituted, I don't think it's the best, but there are situations surrounding it. Probably he's tired. Due to his age also. Due to his age also, but he has been, in fact, the man of the match. As far as I'm concerned, he has been the man of the match, and probably the coach have seen one of the reasons why he will be substituted.
It's 7 minutes in the encounter between Fulham and Manchester United, and still 0-0 between Fulham and Manchester United. Let's see who will be having the first goal within the 13 more minutes to go in the second half. Let's see who will be giving us that first goal, or if this match will be ended 0-0 between the most successful team in England, talking about Manchester United against Fulham. They've actually been an opposite of their old self.
Yeah, they've been an opposite of their old self. It reminds me of that.
I don't know why you're always happy when Manchester United are not doing good.
No. No. It's not like that. It's just that when you look at it, as far as I'm concerned, many successful years of Ferguson was seriously controversial. And me, I like fairness. Now, if they want to build based on fairness, and I think Manchester United will be back up in no distance time from now.
That's what we all want to see. Want to see them back, challenging for laurels in England and around the world. Talking about Manchester United, they used to be a successful team, but right now they've been an opposite of themselves. And I just hope they'll come back into it. And to Manchester United fans viewing this game, and we're shouting! That's who be threatening the goalkeeper, and neither would that be threatening Fulham. One shot there from Dalot, against Manchester United, but that's who be threatening, or that's who be the first goal in this encounter, as it went wide off Brad Leonard's goal post. And we can see Manchester United preparing another substitution. And it looks like Mason Mount will be coming into this encounter, as we'll be replacing Christel Eriksen, and Ojlund would be getting his first EPL goals today, as he has been withdrawn for Anthony Martial in the 77th minute of this encounter.
Yeah, he has been withdrawn, and you see, Ojlund has been quiet this second half. First half was better from me, and I don't understand why Mason Mount will keep playing at that pivot role. He needs to play him high-line. He needs to play him in the attacking role. Or else he won't really, as far as I'm concerned, he might not really get the best out of Mason Mount. And I don't know who advised Mason Mount to join Manchester United. I think he could have done better in either Bayern Munich or even Liverpool. Honestly, the kind of player he is, he shouldn't be playing in the pivot role.
Okay, to Manchester United fans viewing this program, you can also join us on the live chat by telling us what you feel about Jadon Sancho. Should he be recalled back into the Manchester United squad, or who was at fault, or who should be begging each other? Should it be Jadon Sancho apologizing to Eric Ten Hag, or both should actually apologize to each other? Because I just feel like they were both wrong.
Yeah, you know, it was one that gave birth to the other. Jadon Sancho didn't see anything.
And 2 runs doesn't make it right.
2 runs don't make it right. They asked you a question. There are always managers who wave questions. You can say, I don't want to talk about it, and they will expect it. But for you to say that kind of a thing, it can affect the guy's image. And he's a player that can go on a transfer. Who wants to bid for a player that the coach is talking down on? He's not the best. So
will you take Jadon Sancho at Chelsea?
As far as I'm concerned, I'll take him. Honestly, because one, he has quality. He just needs the right motivation and the right coaching and the right playing pattern. There's no structural play in Manchester United. Maybe that's why he has been suffering. And he will come cheap. The quality he possesses and coming cheap, he just needs a manager to just waking up to the Sancho that used to play for Dortmund.
I guess still 0-0 between Manchester United and Fulham East. In the 80th minute, as we have just 10 more minutes to go in this encounter, and Fulham are also preparing another substitution of their own in this encounter against Manchester United. Pereira is going out against his old team, and let's see who's replacing him. It looks like that is going to be. He has actually had a good game against Manchester United. Talking about Pereira,
but the
goals didn't just come in for him in this encounter.
Yeah, he has had a good performance showing for himself. He has really shown that he has improved. And Cardovo Reed might do a great job deputizing for him after he has been withdrawn. But they really need to be very careful so that substitution won't be their own doing in this encounter.
I'm talking about Cardovo Reed, talking about the Jamaican winger is one replacing Pereira in this encounter. Let's see what he can bring to this game, if he can bring stability for Fulham in the last 10 minutes of this encounter. It's the 81st minute already. It's the Fulham 0, Manchester United 0. 9 more minutes to go in this encounter. Let's see if we'll be having a late goal or a late run in this game. It will be on the ball there, but easily being caught out by Manchester United. We'll be running straight into Fulham, pushing a counter attack against Fulham right now. And we're a good movement there from Manchester United, going straight against the Fulham with this big chance, but that was caught out by Iwobi, who gave out a free kick to Manchester United, and he has also won himself a yellow card. It is 82nd minute of this encounter. Good movement there from Garnacho, who has actually been everywhere from Manchester United, but not gotten them a goal in this encounter.
Yeah, Garnacho has been everywhere, attacking with the ball, and he has been one of the best Manchester United players going forward this second half. And he saw that tackle to Iwobi, and Iwobi bought into it. And I think it's a good opportunity, a good chance for Manchester United to take the lead. Let's just see if they will take it and take it well.
The Gaffer, we have just 8 minutes to go in this encounter, and it's still 0-0. Are you expecting late dramas in this game?
I'm still expecting a goal. At least we need a win in this match.
Yes,
either Fulham or Manchester United. I think there will be a win in this match.
And that's from Bruno Fernandes, the Manchester United captain, standing on this free kick, and that was wide taking their work. Saved there from the goalkeeper. And it's off to a Manchester United player's feet, as that was inward save from the goalkeeper. A chance for Manchester United, and that is going to be a cross, but that was caught out by Fulham for another Manchester United throw-in. And we know Manchester United, they know how to get these late runs, victories against Fulham. We saw something of that last season when what's it called, the young Manchester United
it's still
player,
the same thing, Garnacho.
Garnacho, and it's right here on the pitch. Let's see if he'll be repeating that magic the second time against Fulham in the second. Manchester United, Anthony Martial with that header, but that will be going straight into the box into the back of the net, as it will be going off for a goal kick to Fulham. Where a chance there from Manchester United.
We don't know if it's half bicycle kick, quarter kick.
That is a half bicycle kick. What a chance there from Anthony Martial. That just sails across the goalpost. You can see the disappointment on the face of Scott McTominay. It's the 84th minute already. It's still Manchester United 0, Fulham 0.
Yeah, Manchester United 0, Fulham 0. 84th minute of this encounter. Really exciting game. The scoreline has not done justice to how exciting the game has been. But is just due to the defensive brilliance of the two teams, and also the two goalkeepers has not been found wanting. Whenever they've been called to action, they've really delivered, and it's a good one for the two teams.
5 more minutes of regulation time to go in this encounter. Manchester United are still finding the first goal, and Fulham have actually been the better side, no doubt, from what we've seen in the studio. But Manchester United have controlled the better share of ball possession against Fulham in this encounter, as Manchester United has over. Let's see. Okay, let's take. Okay, Manchester United has 55% of ball possession, while Fulham has just 45% of ball possession. Total shots in this game, Manchester United has 10, while Fulham has 16 total shots. Shots on target, Fulham 2, Manchester United 4. It shows, how wasteful both teams have been in this encounter.
Yeah, they've been wasteful, but you can't really say they have been wasteful because it's just
there's no clear-cut chances.
There's no clear-cut chances. One, then the brilliance of their goalkeepers too has come to play. Look at that save, that free kick save from Lennon, from Bruno Fernandes free kick. He played that free kick very well, but Lennon was just up to the task. Look at that bullet header that Onana saved. So it's just due to the brilliance of the goalkeeper.
I think Onana is finally living up to expectations of Manchester United.
He has been living up to expectations.
Well, he has conceded 16
goals. He was conceding. You can see that Varane. Let me tell you this: Varane is back, but he's not in the starting 11. Why? Because now the manager has seen that it's not more of the defensive error of the goalkeeper. It's about the defense not shielding him. When I was saying it then, it was as if, I'm trying to defend Onana. But we can see it now. When Maguire and Evans came in and closed shop, the only goals Onana has been conceding are goals that he couldn't do anything about.
Yes, another late run from Manchester United. Garnacho on the ball right there, looking like he might actually do it like he did it last season, but he lost that out to Fulham. Paulinho will be running straight deep against Bruno Fernandes, and he won himself a throw-in against Manchester United. But Paulinho is not having any of that, as he feels he deserved more than a throw-in against Bruno Fernandes there. It's the 88th minute already, and still 0-0 between Manchester United and Fulham in this encounter. And it seems this game is built for a full-time draw already.
It looks more like it. I know many bookies.
You can't say never in a game of football.
Yeah, you can't say never. That's why I say it looks like it, but it's not yet it.
Don't say until
never
it's
say
over.
Never, because in football, 35 seconds is too much for a goal. So anything can happen. You can just see one silly movement in the game and something will just change. So
that's the throw into Fulham into this encounter.
We see that the bites from Fulham have actually dropped after the removal of Williams. And
yes, another chance for Fulham straight onto the wing there, and one of their latest late charges against the Manchester United is a free kick in a dangerous position. And talking about William, he will have fast taking this against the Manchester United.
Yeah,
but he's out in this encounter, and Fulham has a free kick deep into the Manchester United half. Wilson won that, and he has actually been a fantastic player against Manchester United today.
Yeah, he has been a good one. He has been a good addition for the team, and he has. Look at it, he sold that attack to Dalot, and he got a yellow card from it. And they have a good chance to take the lead.
Okay, good chance for them to take the lead late into this encounter. 88 minutes of action already. And so Manchester United 0, Fulham 0, live from the Calvin Cottage, the home ground of Fulham. Very close, very, very close to Chelsea home ground. And Wilson will be standing on this. Let's see if he'll be giving us, or it will be entertaining us with a very late goal in this encounter. But looking at the performance of Andre Onana in this encounter, he doesn't deserve, to concede a goal.
Yeah, remember, you don't deserve it. Football is a 90 minutes game. So if you have done well for the first 80 minutes, if you fail, the remaining 10 minutes.
I don't want to see him conceding a goal today. He has actually given a fantastic account of himself.
Yeah,
he has a free kick to Fulham late into this encounter. It's 9th minute already. Let's see if we'll be having a late run or a late drama in this game between Fulham and Manchester United. Wilson standing on that, and that is going to so deep. And you can see Onana, he's so happy and having a deep breath there, because that's who is sitting ahead of him. And still, it will be a Manchester United goal kick in the 89th minute. And we can see Fulham preparing another substitution against Manchester United. And it's Alex Iwobi who has been withdrawn after giving him a clap. because he has actually been fantastic for Fulham in this game. And it seems that Wilson will also be withdrawn late in this encounter. And now they've taken out, almost all their very best players in this game. Talking about Wilson, Iwobi, and what's it called? William. And we can see Raul Jimenez will be replacing Wilson. And let's see who is replacing Alex Iwobi.
Yeah, Kane.
And that is Kane replacing Alex Iwobi up front. Let's see if we can have a late charge in this game. 89th minute, approaching the 90th minute. The goal kick to Manchester United. Raul Jimenez is on the pitch right now, and he's a guggling striker. So I think Manchester United needs to be very much careful of those crosses they allow, to go through from their wings.
Yeah, he's a very good striker when it comes to airbound balls. The dead ball situations and even corner kick.
He has a good chance for Manchester United. Pelistri on the ball there, and that was easily won by the Uruguayan winger. And this still Fulham. What a chance for Manchester United, and that is eating each other in the box.
What kind of
player? Chance for Bruno Fernandes, and where he passed there into the box is still being played within the box. Great chance for Manchester United.
Bruno Fernandes!
The Manchester United captain with the first goal. And you have to see that rubbling in the box. And you have to know the goal was coming.
Yeah, you see, when we were talking about defending 80 minutes, look at that poor clearance. That was the clearance.
It's not just one clearance, series of poor clearance from Fulham there.
And they just have to blame themselves. They have themselves to blame.
That's another thing I said about substitution. At the point when a team is balanced and you now substitute so many people at the same time, you disbalance the team. That's about to actually happen here. You remove on. Look
at this. What kind of clearance?
The clearance were actually wrong.
You got the ball again.
The last clearance.
What kind of clearance is that?
Bassey with the last clearance there. I think that was actually wrong from me. He had every opportunity.
No, not Calvin Bassey. That was not Calvin Bassey. That's Paulina.
Oh, and the goalkeeper had a big hand on that.
Yeah, he had a contact on it.
He had a big hand on that.
It was not too strong.
Oh, is that another?
No.
Wow. Look at the way he just caught two players out there. Good one from the Portuguese, the Manchester United captain. A big player for Manchester United. He came in and gave Manchester United the lead when they needed him very much, and that is why he's the captain and the talisman for Manchester United. A late victory, another late victory for Manchester United against Fulham.
It's not yet a victory.
They are on course for a late victory against Manchester United. What a goal from Bruno Fernandes, who has not really been the very best of himself in this encounter, talking about the game between Fulham and Manchester United. Brad Leno is in disbelief because he has actually given a good account of himself in this game. Not expecting himself to concede a goal, and we are late into this game. Let's see if there will be a late drama, if there can be an equalizer from Fulham in this encounter, from a game that's built to not to give us a goal to a game we'll be having 2 goals. That will actually be a big story.
Yeah, that will be a big story. Football, 90 minutes game, never say die.
Well, I don't see Manchester United conceding anything here.
And it's 5 minutes additional time.
5 minutes additional time by the referee, and it's Manchester United who are leading late into this encounter as they got that goal in 90+ minutes. And it was Bruno Fernandes and an assist from Pelistri.
Yeah, good goal. Very, very beautiful. Well taken. The way he took out those 2 players and got enough space for himself.
And yes, Manchester United want to defend right now. And that is Varane being brought into this encounter. And let's see who's been substituted for the... and it's Garnacho, the young player, who has actually been full of runnings in this encounter. He'll be going out against Fulham. He should be one of Manchester United's best performer in this game, and will be replaced by the French defender, Raphael Varane.
Yeah, good way to go. When you are leading, it's a slim lead, then you just have to defend it. It's just defending for 2 or 3 minutes thereabout. And that's the way to go, sorry. So
and you can see how happy the Manchester United fans are. It seems that their worries are over right now.
Yeah, you can see the way that Man U kept asking questions, they never said that attitude. And that's why they said, remember that flag, play like
you mean it. It's a message, to me it's a very strong message to the players. That's to tell you how dissatisfied the fans were. Seeing you play, you are not putting body, as if you're not feeling. And they say, play like you mean it.
Manchester United will fancy a goal kick against Fulham late into this game. Harry Maguire looked injured in the second half, but he still had a strong 90 minutes, and that is a big army for Manchester United. Talking about the England defender, see how happy the Manchester United fans are. last week. They were losing 3-0 at Old Trafford against Manchester City. But right here, they are in South London, defeating Fulham 1-0. Late into the second half, we're in the 4th minute of additional time out of 5 minutes. And any moment from now, 1 minute away, we'll be seeing the referee signaling the end of this game. Do you think Fulham actually deserve to lose this game, looking at how strong they were in this encounter against Manchester United?
No, they actually played very well. They played very well. To me, those late substitutions actually affected the field, disbalanced the formation, and Manchester United got it.
As far as I'm concerned, it's not about late substitution. It's about clearance. Just poor clearance, aimless clearance. See, that's why I said one very silly moment in a game can decide it. If Paulinho had cleared that ball out, it will still be 0-0 as now at 90 minutes for that matter. So it's not about
what the situation that got the ball to that position.
It was Robinson.
The situation.
First poor clearance from Robinson that started the game. He deflected it again, deflected it to Paulinho. Paulinho had the better chance to clear the lines very well. Why didn't he clear it? Aimless pass to the front of your box. Academy instructions. You know, that's an error.
That's his advantage. Manchester United, as the error from Fulham gave Manchester United a chance to get the first goal. And we can see the manager, Eric Ten Hag, is asking the referee,
it's time.
Give us the final whistle. It's time. It's time. He doesn't want to take any what's it called? Don't take any risk, any moment from now. Late into this game, I don't see Fulham getting a goal against Manchester United. There's 3 points to Manchester United. Any moment from now, the referee should be signaling the final whistle of this encounter. 95 minutes been played already, and don't forget, it's always a minimum of minutes, not maximum of minutes. So minimum of 5 minutes been played already. We are deep into the 6th minute of this encounter. And let's see if Fulham can be having a last attack against Fulham against Manchester United, and what a chance for Fulham here. But that was caught out by Manchester United, as they don't have anything. And what a good clearance from Manchester United. Another chance for Anthony Martial, who is on the ball right now to run against Reed here. And it's another chance for Manchester United. Anthony Martial on the ball right now with a brilliant second goal from Manchester United. Oh, right, caught out there by Fulham. And now see a chance for Fulham, for Manchester United. And that is Dalot with that shot. And you have to look at Dalot, the way he plays shots these days, you know, he's a willing shot taker for Manchester United. And we saw that goal against Sheffield United, you know, and it was off a shot like that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And this should be the last kick of this game, as that goal kick was taken by Fulham. But Manchester United is not going to have any of that, as they are clearing their lines. And I feel like that is how you clear a line, not what what's it called, not what Fulham player did there in the defense. Yeah,
that's how to clear your lines. You know, the clearance was coming from a defensive-minded player, Paulinho, an experienced player for that matter. He should be doing better than that. You can see the coach in disappointment. It's just like a match that they just was in their control and they gave it out easily. It's a painful one.
That's the final whistle in the counter between Fulham and Manchester United. Manchester United with another late victory against Fulham. It's Manchester United who has won at Takeover Cottage 1-0 against Fulham. Full-time Fulham 0, Manchester United 1. Eric Ten Hag with that victory over Manchester United, over Fulham, sorry. And the goal being scored by Bruno Fernandes, the Manchester United captain, as he lived and rose up to expectation when needed most for his team. Full-time Fulham 0, Manchester United 1.
Yeah, congratulations to Manchester United. What a way to tell your fans that you are not going to die without a fight. And look at the camera is on Paulinho. He could have done better there. But congratulations to Man U. The next game, I think Champions League. Let's see if they can just keep the momentum.
Yeah, it's very much important they keep on the momentum. And looking at Eric Ten Hag, he's looking like a relieved coach right now. You know, it's been long we've been asking for these victories for Manchester United, and finally Eric Ten Hag is getting a victory for Manchester United. Do you think now they might be having a turnaround looking at this performance, or it's still not a worthy performance from Manchester United?
To me, it's still in the dangerous zone. You know, he just help himself, you know, a fresh breath. So what he needs to do, consistently win games. You know, then his name they will remove his name from that black book. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, to me, I think if he continues to lose like that, he deserves a sack.
If you look at it, the gaffer, I don't know if he has a but with Man U's performance, I don't think there's anyone that understands football that will be satisfied with this performance. Because with this performance, the intention, where's the structure? You can see that their goal came from a loose ball, from a deflected clearance. So what are you saying? What is the direction? What is the coach? What is the mindset of the coach that is trying to interpret on the field of play? Where is it? Man is just playing, who receives the pass. It's just like a team that is just, more of individual brilliance. The goal came from individual brilliance. It's not a teamwork. It's not a team movement. So anybody that understands football will be worried for Manchester United.
Okay, and Manchester United fans should actually be worried about themselves. But one thing they shouldn't be worried is the Champions League coming up on Wednesday against Copenhagen. They'll be traveling to Denmark to play Copenhagen on Wednesday in the Champions League. But let's look at their next two EPL fixtures, because it seems to actually be, easy ride for Manchester United. They'll be at home against Luton Town, and they'll be traveling to Merseyside to face Everton before the international break.
I think that will help them very well.
No. Okay, it's one game before international break. That's Luton Town before international break for Manchester United.
All right, I think that Luton Town, that will help them a lot, because they were in 8th position before they have moved to 6th position. And if they can defeat...
They still have a lot of games to go
today. Yeah, a lot of games to go today. If at the end of the day, other teams win, it may change the position. But right now, they are in 6th position with this victory. So if they can defeat Luton Town too, at least they will be going... they will go to better position. So Luton Town looks good, but you see, when Manchester United... Looks good? It looks easy for Manchester United to beat Luton Town. But when that match starts, then we will begin to lament again. Because Manchester United, anybody that plays with Manchester United, they look like a superstar.
You don't know the Man U that will show up. You don't know the kind of football structure, football direction. You just look at a game whereby you just set up, play, and trying to just get a goal. No, Man U is more than that. They should be doing better than this. On the Ten Hag, maybe he should go back to his Ajax way of playing, and let's just see a direction. It's very important for us to see direction.
Okay, 11 games being played by Manchester United right now. They've won 6 and lost 5. 0 draw from Manchester United. They've scored 12 goals and conceded 16 goals this season, which leaves them with 18 points, and they're currently 6th. That's a lot of points, to pursue Aston Villa, who are currently 5th, having played 10 games because they have 22 points. And talking about Aston Villa, their next game, they are the next game for Fulham, who are currently 14th on the EPL with just 12 points. And they'll be traveling to Aston Villa next week. It's actually, a dicey game for Fulham again.
Yeah, a dicey game for Fulham. And 14th on the table. They could have gotten 1 point today, but they were just the lackadaisical in their defense. Just one mistake. I don't think they've made another mistake the whole game, apart from that one mistake. Yeah. How very, very, very harsh football can judge you. So it's something that is very painful. They really need to improve.
And you can see the joy of Manchester United fans' face. They are so happy, finally getting the famous victory against Fulham. That run against Fulham continues for Manchester United. The last time Fulham got a victory against Manchester United was 2009, and they still needs to keep on waiting for another victory against Manchester United. It's looking like even if there's trouble for Manchester United, defeating Fulham is not one of it.
Yeah, it seems the football trajectory has been against them, playing against Manchester United. But, well, let's just see. Next year is another opportunity. Because
it's going to be another longer.
So they have to wait till 2024 to try it again.
To try again. That's if they are not in
okay, that's if they are not. We still have a big one to come today. Newcastle against Arsenal. You guys preview before that match starts at 6:30 p.m.
Yeah, I just feel that it's going to be a cracker. It's going to be an exciting one. But I think most likely Arsenal can nick it. Most likely, because the way it looks, I think Arsenal can just muster a way out to just nick the game.
Well, I fear that Newcastle is going to take the day.
Wow.
Given the fact, when I look at their plus and their minus and the tactics they play, I think I want to give it to Newcastle. And given the fact that Newcastle is at home against Arsenal, they can do something.
Okay, that game is a big one at 6:30 p.m. at St. James Park between Arsenal and Newcastle. Don't forget we'll be here at 6:30 p.m. to give you analysis of that game. You can also join us at 6:30 for the match between Newcastle and Arsenal on Premier Sport Fan Centers. Subscribe to our channel and switch on your notification so you'll be notified when we are in the studio. And if you want to watch any of these matches live, join up with the family. Kindly join the Eagle Gold family membership on this channel. You can click and subscribe to the Eagle Gold family, whereby you see every matches live from Premier Sports Fan Center. Lastly, before we go, let's talk about Garnacho replacing Marcus Rashford today. He gave a strong account of himself, in this encounter. And we saw Pelistri also came in for Anthony and he gave a strong performance in this encounter. Do you think these two players should actually be starting for Manchester United henceforth?
Garnacho looked better than Rashford from the performance
right
now this season with what he played today. From the judgment of just today, it looks better because I don't know. Recently, we've seen Rashford has not, actually been playing like the Rashford we knew last season. But with what the replacement from Garnacho today, Garnacho actually brought a little bite to the Manchester attack, which we have been missing all this while. He was able to penetrate through the defense, through from the 18 box, make some runs, positive runs that actually was a threat to Fulham side.
What about you, Yemi?
I would say I'll give him more games to actually try to get his own take on my own position on the matter. I'll just watch more games and see if he has actually good.
Well, it's a pleasure having you guys in the studio. For the past 1 hour, 30 minutes we've been in the studio analyzing, and it has actually been a pleasure.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, the full-time whistle blows at Craven Cottage as a relief. Manchester United can celebrate a much-needed 3-point thanks to Fernandes' late winner after having a goal. This is allowed for offside after 8 minutes. The Red Devils struggled to create more chances against Fulham, and Fulham enjoyed strong second half, going close to a couple of times as Onana came to the visitors' rescue on more than one occasion. It appears the spoils would be shared, but in the 91st minute, Pelistri laid the ball back to Fernandes before the United captain fired into the bottom corner to put his team ahead. They would hold on to claim 3 massive points this week, and that takes them to 18 points for the season. Currently 6th ahead of the other EPL Premier League games this weekend, and United fans will be hoping their team can put a run together and leave those back-to-back 3-0 victories in the rear-view mirror. For Fulham, they remain 17th, and they remains 14th, and the gap of the bottom 3 could be narrowed to 4 points come the end of this weekend. They travel to take on informed Aston Villa next Sunday, while United next game is in the Champions League, where they play away against FC Copenhagen on Wednesday. This is all we have for you from Craven Cottage, so thanks for your company, and it's goodbye for us from the studios in Lagos.
Right now, are they here with Ife Oluwa and a Man U fan? You know, say most of the Man U fan right now in the verse, but inside the verse, he want to keep mine as in mine be. Today, Man U go play against Burnley away from home. And you know say Chelsea, Man U know they form. So what do you think about the match?
I did relaxed.
Okay.
I did relaxed. Though we have not been performing though. And I don't want to give excuses because everybody they go through injuries. Yeah. City they go through injuries. Chelsea they go through injuries. Even Arsenal have some major injuries like Timber and the likes. But Manchester United as well, we have more than 6 players on injuries. Mount, Shaw, Varane, Amrabat, you know. Then we have some internal issues as well with Sancho, Anthony, you know, so many things going on with the sales of the club and so many things. So, you know, that's the reason why I would say our season has not really started very well. But still, matches like Burnley, all these matches, I'm not phased at all, I'm not scared. It should be a comfortable win for us at least to get the tempo up, pick up, and, you know, get our season going, you understand?
All right. You're talking about Man U. We've seen recently, we know saying Rashford's a big bang goal for Manchester United, but it's like he's absent in the party. In fact, Casemiro, they didn't even score goal more than Rashford as this day because we saw against Bayern Munich in the Champions League, Casemiro scored 2 goals against all expectation, you know. And you know what you say, you know, Rashford didn't score goal.
The thing about Rashford is that me, I love Rashford. I love Rashford. One of the players in the team that I know I'm confident and I love so much is Marcus Rashford. And over the years, he has shown himself to be a top forward. The reason why I said forward is that Rashford is one of the few players that are versatile enough to play left wing, play right wing also, and also play 9. You understand? So the reason to his slow start, I mean, has been the fact that we all know he's not comfortable playing. And I mean, if you watch Marcus Rashford's interviews, anytime they ask him what position does he like playing the most, he always say he likes playing from the left because that's where he can cut inside and play. But right now, with the coming in of Rasmus, that's our new number 9, I feel Rashford will be able to perform better, score goals, create chances, and I mean, him not scoring goal doesn't mean he's not playing game. We saw him against Burnley, Bayern. He was one of our most interesting players. He gave the assist. And you know, other matches too he has been creating, but he has not been as sharp as he used to be, yes. But I mean, he should be able to come back to his form.
So, but you, despite the fact, say, Man U, they go through all these problems right now, you still believe, say, they can beat Burnley today?
Of course. If we are not able to beat Burnley today, then I mean all Manchester United fans around should start to question, you know, what we are actually going to do this season. Should start to question, you know, the coach. Should start to question the players itself, because I'm not underestimating Burnley. Burnley had a very nice season in the Championship last year. Company has been a very, very good coach recently too as well. But I mean, a team like Manchester United shouldn't be scared of Burnley. It's just like asking a Manchester City's fan, are you scared of Burnley? I mean, the fact that they are good doesn't mean we shouldn't be able to comfortably beat them 2-0, 3-0 with a clean sheet, you understand? So I am very comfortable with today's game.
All right, now, a lot of Manchester United fans, they get divided opinion when it comes to Sancho and Erik ten Hag, the coach of Manchester United. Now, I want to hear your own opinion, because some people say, as a father figure, Ten Hag was supposed to, it's not supposed to be waiting for apology. As a father figure, he's supposed to just accept. Some people, they say, no, that is good. To bring discipline into the team, you don't need to go and say that kind of thing, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So what is your own personal opinion? As say you be Man U fan, what do you think? Which side you dey?
Okay, the thing is, I have a lot to say on this. I don't know if you have the time.
Okay, just have 1 minute, just 1 minute.
Okay. The thing is, as a player, I believe, I'm a player. Okay. I believe you have to respect your coach, no matter the circumstance. Back in Sir Alex's era, there was a thing that happened with Roy Keane. I know you know Roy Keane. Yeah. Roy Keane and Sir Alex, there was a video. I think there was a video about something that happened either in the dressing room or on the field. Roy Keane went to post the video online without asking the manager first. The manager got to know about it and he called all of them and he scolded Roy Keane. As he was scolding Roy Keane, you know, with the likes of Ferdinand and the rest, you know, the coach was very angry with Roy Keane. And Roy Keane, the kind of player he is, he was very angry with the coach too. It turned into a coach versus player thing. Roy Keane went out and the coach said the next day they will see. When they came into training the next day, Roy Keane called all of them together. The coach rather called all of them together and he told all of them that this is the last time Roy Keane will ever play for this club. That is the example we need to see from a team like Manchester United. You don't see players, Manchester City players, going on about disrespecting their coaches, because I see it as blatant disrespect. Guardiola came in last week and he made a statement. He said, Nunes, the new player they bought from Wolves, he said they asked him about what he feels about the player. He openly said that Nunes' first touch is still very poor for what he has seen. I mean, that is a coach saying his mind about his player. And what was the question asked to Ten Hag? They just asked him why Sancho was not in the lineup. And he said, Manchester United has standards. And if you don't meet the standards, you will not be picked into the team. So, I mean, Sancho was very wrong for coming online to oppose the coach and say you have been used as a scapegoat and things like that. He doesn't need it.
All right.
Yeah, he doesn't need it.
All right. Yeah, Ife Oluwa. I think I didn't know. I just met a great analyst here, and I thank God I'm seeing him. And we have a lot to do in talking sport. Okay, now what is your prediction for today's match?
Is it Manchester United's match alone?
Yeah. And you can predict other match too. If you get it, we always have something across to you.
All right. I'm predicting, because of our clean sheets, woes and all, I'm predicting a 3-1, 2-1 game. But to be factual, I'm predicting a comfortable 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah, for Manchester United.
That's good. Thanks very much. I hope your prediction come true, and thank you for giving us the audience. God bless. Hello, I'm here now with Olumide. He's a Liverpool fan, but he said he want to talk about Man U match today. You want to talk about Man U. I want to talk about the match today between Burnley versus Manchester United. So, what do you see about the match? What do you want to talk about the match?
What I want to talk about the match is that recently form of Man U is not good. But if you look at the matches that they've played before now, especially this Champions League that just finished against Bayern Munich, with their performance, I believe Burnley will score, but Man U will win the match. Because with their position on the table, I believe they want to jack up small. Because if they lose to the Burnley, definitely they are dropping down seriously. So my own prediction is Burnley will score, but Man U will win maybe 2-1 or 3-1.
All right, you can hear him 2-1, 3-1. So Man U, do you think they get people if they score that can score for Man U? Because recently we know Senna Rashford they bang goal for Man U, but it's like it's not scoring again.
For him not to score, but that doesn't mean that no other player can score.
Okay. All right. What is your own prediction for Liverpool match also against West Ham that we play tomorrow?
Liverpool West Ham, with the performance of Liverpool recently coming back to win after the other teams called them, I believe the game will end up maybe with 2-1 or 3-2 in favor of Liverpool.
2-1 or 3-2. So what do you like about Liverpool right now? Because myself, I'm happy with Liverpool. Despite if I say I'm a neutral person, I no get club, I'm clubless right now. But it gets some kind of play where we say team go play, I go like them. You understand what I'm saying? So, but what do you think? Think about Jurgen Klopp, the Liverpool coach.
The Liverpool coach, Jurgen Klopp, I think his motivation to the team is very high. Are you getting me? After first half, if they are losing, I believe, I'm not there, but I believe he has some psychologically talk that I talk to them that will boost them up for the second half.
All right, so you say your prediction, Burnley versus Manchester United 2-1, Abi? 2-1. 2132, 2132. All right, we don't hear him. He said 2132. We hope some prediction come through. Thanks for talking with us.
With Engineer Kenneth, and he's a Manchester United fan, a proud one for that matter, and he still trusts his club even though recently they are not doing well. So today, Burnley is playing home to Manchester United. So, Engineer, what is your take on that match?
A way to win.
A way to win. He said Manchester United to win. No, given the fact that Manchester United is looking like there is an issue in Manchester United. We saw their Champions League against the Bayern Munich. It was mixed. I want to say they tried towards the end, and I want to say they were so relaxed. So what do you have to say about that one?
Presently, we are having injury issues, so now the coach can really determine his first 11. That's why I'm having back and forth. I want to say today, the team will bounce back and they will get away with it.
All right, they will bounce back and be away. Remember, you are playing against them, company and only
a team that hasn't won this season also. They won't start with Man U.
So you are not expecting any disappointment this match? All right. Overall, apart from the injuries crisis, what do you think is the problem of Manchester? Don't you think they are having dressing room issues, or don't you think there is this beef between Sancho and the it's really affecting the team? I don't think the players are not happy with the
Manchester United as a team is a break. So the player of that team is not provided. It can't be more than the team. So Sancho, whatever, if he has said something that's against the team or against the brand itself, so you have to pay for that. So with or without Sancho, Man U still remains.
Good. All right, you had Engineer himself. So what is your prediction for today's match?
I told you, Man U to win.
So you, what can you give scoreline? You can give two options.
It will be more than 2 goals.
More than 2 goals for Man U to win. All right, you had Engineer. Man U to win with more than 2 goals. I will just hope his prediction comes. Thanks for talking to us. Have a nice day.
All right, I'm here with Fumi, Manchester City fan. You know, in various interviews he granted us, he always got his prediction. Yes. Hello, I'm here right now with Arsenal fan, and the name is Shegun. You know, so now Arsenal they're doing right now. They anywhere if they see Chelsea fans, then they're proud. If they see Man U fans, then they're proud. Now, only the people where they try to win there right now are Manchester City. But here, you see, with me, with Shegun, he did happy. I want to hear you. How do you feel as Arsenal fan?
Oh, as an Arsenal fan, you know, Arsenal are on top of their game right now. They can compete with any rival. Even Man City, the people claim they are the champion, but, you know, Arsenal is really competing with them at the moment, you know. I give it to them at the moment, you know, as an Arsenal fan. Thank you.
All right, you know, Shegun, we say give it to them at the moment. He's proud of his Arsenal. Today match, Bournemouth versus Arsenal, a very tough cracker. Do you think Arsenal can defeat Bournemouth?
Oh, it's a very tough one. I won't lie to you. It won't be so convenient to win Bournemouth because, you know, they also do the real thing by putting the game balls down and doing the tiki-taka thing, you know. But as it is, you know, you can't compare the form of Bournemouth to Arsenal form, you know. So I see Arsenal winning, but just maybe it will be a tight one, but they definitely going to win at the end of the game. Thank you.
Yeah, Shegun, they're definitely going to win at the end of the day. How do you feel with your last match? Arsenal versus Tottenham. How do you feel? The game ended 2-0. 2-2, sorry. 2-2, yeah.
2-2. It ended 2-2. That game was a very interesting one. Come to talk about Tottenham. Tottenham are doing very well this time. They are doing excellently well. But me going in for Tottenham, I'm playing a away game against Tottenham. So playing 2-2 with Tottenham, at the form of Tottenham, it's not still a bad one. It's a tie game, but we move on. It's still the game, you know, we move on.
All right, they move on. They pick a point there. I think it's good for them. All right, today's match,
What is your prediction? What is your prediction? What will be the scoreline?
Okay, you want me to predict just one prediction or like how many predictions?
Like two.
Okay, like two.
Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna be a 1-0 or 2-1 match. Thank you. Yeah.
You hear Shego say a 1-0 or 2-1 match. That is his own
In favor of Arsenal.
In favor of Arsenal.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Shego, thank you very much for granting us interview.
Thank you too.
Enjoying the rest of the match.
So, when my prediction come, what are you going to?
No, of course. Now we know. We'll get back to you. All right. Right now I'm here. Kenneth, remember him in the last interview? They said Manchester United was going to win, and surprisingly, Manchester United won. And not just that they won, back-to-back victory against Burnley and against Crystal Palace. He was so confident when he said it. Yeah, I'm with him right now, and I want to talk about the match this time around, not the Carabao Cup any longer, but the Premier League, Crystal Palace versus Manchester United. How do you feel, engineer?
I feel so happy. I feel so honored being a Manchester United fan.
What are the signs you saw that made you say Manchester United was going to bounce back?
The sign I saw there is that the badge has been brought back to light.
Okay.
The name Manchester United is back to fame. So we are ready to go. The boys are willing to go for the badge.
All right. You defeated Crystal Palace 3-0 in the Carabao Cup. You are playing back in the EPL. You know, don't you think? In the Premier League. So don't you think? Probably because it's the Carabao Cup, they were relaxed, and now they are going to, bounce back in the Premier League.
In football, there's nothing as in being relaxed. In football, it's all about bringing out your best, which I believe Crystal Palace did, but they were overwhelmed by the youthful zealness of our Man U players, and I believe there won't be any change today. Instead, it will be more than what we saw the last Tuesday.
All right, what do you think that Manchester United have done that gave them this back-to-back victory? What tactics? What changes? What came in?
I believe the players now knew what they are up to, and they had to give their best, most especially the youngsters that came in.
All right. Okay, can you give me like 3 Manchester United players that impressed you so far?
Pelistri, Ganisho, and Onana.
All right, Pelistri, talking about Pelistri, he has been on the bench. Antonio used to bench him because why he played was because of the controversies Antonio had and injury. He was not featured, but that brought in Pelistri. But he came in and he showed himself, and he brought a different flow of football. Don't you think today is going to be bench, or do you think that the good performance he did in the Crystal Palace match will bring him first team play?
No, I don't believe that, because what I believe is about using your winning team continuously. And I'm not disputing the ability of Anthony, but it's all about taking your opportunity when it comes. And I believe Pelistri have gotten that. And I don't see the coach putting him back on the bench, but give him that start to build that confidence in him, and to build that experience that he's building on.
All right. You can hear engineer himself. He has got. In fact, the inclusion of Pelistri there was something so beautiful, that the right wing was flowing against Crystal Palace, and we hope to see today again, this time around in the Premier League. So what is your prediction for today's match?
More than 2 goals.
More than 2 goals. You hear me again. Anytime we talk, I fear, because you always get it right. I hope this time around it's going to be more than 2 goals. Engineer, thank you for talking with us. God bless. Yeah. All right, I'm here with Kachi, a strong Manchester City fan. The last time we interviewed him, he told us Manchester City was going to win, and Manchester City won. And Manchester City have been winning 5 match, 5 victory, 15 points, top of the table. So how do you feel, and what do you have to say about the match between Manchester City today versus Nottingham Forest?
Well, like I always say, I feel we can beat Nottingham Forest if we put effort to it. But my prayer is that we shouldn't concede goal. I don't want us to concede, because if we concede, it's always affecting defense badly, and we get discouraged easily. So I feel that clean sheet is very, very important for us, and more goals in the match.
All right, that clean sheet, your 2 previous matches, we saw you lost the first half, but you came back, bounced back in the second half, scored 3 goals in 2 consecutive matches after losing first half to your opponent against West Ham and against the other opponent. So, but do you think that's the new Guardiola's tactics for victories?
Well, I feel it's not intentional. I don't think it's because normal Guardiola won't want to concede any goal at all in a match. So that being his new tactics, I don't think so.
All right. So what are your expectations today? You were playing against Nottingham Forest. We saw Nottingham Forest in the last matches. They have been scoring. They even won against Chelsea, right? And they scored 2. They won the first half against Manchester United. They scored 2 goals in the first half. Manchester United came back, scored 3 in the second half, and won that match. But don't you think it's going to be a tough encounter for Manchester City today?
Well, I feel if you can hold their attack, we are good to go. We just need to hold their attack down, then we tap them and get the ball into the net.
All right, we hold the attack. They have this slicky way of playing ball. If you tie you down, somehow, Elanga come from the other wing to score. They have that tactics, and they have mastered that act. Not think it's going to be so hard for Manchester City today.
Well, it's at 30th, so I don't think it's going to be hard. No.
All right, when you hear Manchester City win, it's no longer news. But when Manchester City lost or draw, it will be a very big news, and it will take the headline of the day.
Not today.
Not. And you can hear Kachi say not today. And what is the prediction for the match?
I predict 4-1.
4-1, you can hear Kachi predictions 4-1 against Nottingham Forest today. So who's going to be on the score sheet? Already we saw Erling Haaland. He has scored a hat-trick in this season so far. Are we expecting more hat-tricks from him?
Yeah, we should.
And do you think his score is going to surpass that of last season?
Yeah, from the way we're seeing it, I think so.
All right. You've had Kashi. You have said it before, and he got it right, and you have said it again. And we hope this time around it's going to be right. 4-1 in favor of Manchester City. Thanks for talking with us.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
So on Arsenal winning the league, from what the intentions they showed last season to this season with the investment, 100 million, right? And Arsenal really invested in the squad. Do you see Arsenal winning this league? Because it's long overdue.
Yeah. Well, just like you said, it's long overdue for us to lift
with
the league.
SOJ is an Arsenal faithful, and SOJ, I know Arsenal fans are happy fans right now because a lot has changed for the past few years. How excited are you about the project so far?
Well, it's really exciting, and I think Arteta is trying. Yeah. And for me, I think it's a big change for us now since Arteta came in, and it's been wonderful, and we're enjoying our flow-free football. And
even the result.
Yeah, the result is good too. I think we just have our first loss of the season through Lens in Champions League. That's the first loss for us now. And tomorrow, I'm looking forward to tomorrow though against Man City. I know it's going to be a tough match for us. And for the Premier League, I think that's a big rival for Arsenal, Man City. And for me, I believe if Arsenal can overcome Man City tomorrow, definitely, I'm sure we are winning the league.
Wow. So that's a big one. And looking at the way Arsenal lost the league last season, do you see any changes in the squad in terms of depth? Because I'm of the opinion that Arsenal lost because no strength in depth. So what do you think the management has done well to really bolster the squad more?
Yeah, talking about the depth, I think Arteta has done a great job. You know, bringing in Rice, it's a great. Yeah. Aside from Partey, I think bringing Rice, it's a great addition to the club. And for Kai Havertz, for me, I won't blame him for now because he's coming in from a different club to a different club. And from Chelsea to Arsenal, it's a different game entirely. Because him playing for Chelsea, I see him playing as a top 9. And for us, like I said earlier, I think if we can overcome Man City tomorrow, definitely, I'm giving Arsenal 95% sure they are lifting the league. Because if we can beat Man City, I don't see any other thing that can stop Arsenal right now, except from Man City.
Okay. So, apart from Man City, no one can stop. And 2 questions in a row. Premier League, Champions League. As a Man U fan, as an Arsenal fan, sorry, which one would you prefer? Secondly, Saka. It seems Saka has been overworked. We can see the, quarter to injury. Don't you think Arsenal should do something about somebody that can deputize well enough, not just that will just be in the lineup?
Well, your first question, I think the 2 trophy is necessary right now. But for me, I think the Premier League will be the first choice for me as an Arsenal fan. Then Champions League can come later. Because the league is much more important right now than the Champions League. The Champions League is important too, but for me, I prefer the league. And talking about Saka, I think Arteta should do something about it because it's overstressing him. So probably for me, if I want a replacement for Saka, for me in Premier League, I'll go for Neto.
Okay. Okay. So he thinks Neto is better. So predictions: Man City, Arsenal tomorrow. What will be your prediction?
I can't really say, but for me, I know that both teams will score.
Okay.
But I want Arsenal to win.
Well, for the bookies.
The bookies, probably 2-1.
2-1.
Yes.
Okay. SOJ, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
You're welcome to your favorite channel, Premier Sports Fan Center. We are here with Becky. Becky is a Manchester United fan. And it's been a while. So what are your thoughts on Manchester United right now?
Right now, as a Man U fan, I've been facing depression. A really big depression. Because it's not what we thought from last season, though. Though they tried last season, hoping this season will be a better league and for Manchester United. But the crisis going on in Manchester United now is making them lose some particular form. You get it. Number one, injury crisis. They have issues like allegations on players, several issues going. You get it. So with such thing now, I'm not sure Manchester United could pick up the form they had last season to this season. No, it will take them time.
So now, if you say it will take them time, what range of time, and what do you think Manchester United management should be doing to improve this situation of things?
Well, for a solution to that, I'm not sure for now there's any solution. It's not that for we to get the right players down. If we should have the right players, I believe the form will come back. Because you can't tell me, as Manchester United, there are some players whereby, you know, a team has form, player also have form. You get it. But when you have 2 or 3 players not in form, and those 3 players are key players, God bless you, in that team, and they are not performing well, I believe it will affect some other players.
Of course, I agree with you. It will affect, but right now, the season is just, I think this is match day 8 or thereabout. Match day 9, 8 or 9, thereabout. So, yeah, so now looking at it, Man U, this is their worst start in like over 40 years. Yeah, and something has to be done, and something has to be done faster. Some will say Ten Hag is used to the Ajax setup, that Man U job is bigger than him. Or some will say maybe it's the attitude of the player. What is your own take?
My own take, first and foremost, as everything else, he's a top coach. Yeah. He's a top coach. I've seen it that he has this good disciplinary effort on players. If he implements a law down for you, or he gives down a law or rules, I believe all players should abide to it. But if you don't, that is when you fall to a default, like someone like Jadon Sancho. You get it. And meanwhile, as a player or as a team, it's from the training you pick your 11 starts for the next match. So if you're a player and you're not 100% fit, you don't expect to start a match. You get it. And for Manchester United now, for now, the transfer window is closed. So there's no solution, no alternative. They have to put in themselves, bring themselves back to their normal form by winning. At least if they should go 3 or 4 winning streak, I believe it will boost their morale.
Okay. So winning streak will boost the mentality of the team. So now, Ten Hag for you is doing a good job.
He's doing a good job.
And the players need to up their game. So the game against Brentford today, and what do you think the coach should be doing after what happened against Galatasaray?
Like I said earlier, when a player is not in form, it affects the team. And when such players are not in form, I believe you have other players. But in case you don't have a replacement for such position, there's no alternative. You use such players. But I believe in the case of Manchester United, there's some players that need to sit down. I might be.
Mention one player.
Even I'll mention 3 or 4. I don't know if some Manchester United watching this letter will get angry. Let me mention Rashford, number 1. You see someone like Casemiro need to sit down. Someone like Bruno Fernandes need to sit down. I'm not saying sit down that he won't play all the matches.
To get back to himself.
Fernandes and Casemiro are worn out. They were these 3 players, Rashford, Fernandes, and Casemiro, were the key players that took up Manchester United last season. At least Casemiro produced about 6 to 7 goals last season for Manchester United. Likewise, Rashford that gave us above. They've played too many matches, and it's really affecting them. You get it. So, but in a case that whereby they don't have replacements in such position, that is why the coach keep on using them. I believe now Mason Mount is back. He's a good player. He can replace Bruno's position. Even despite he's the captain of the team. Second half is there. Boy, sit down and watch the first half. As a senior man, you get it. As a senior player in the team, sit. When you come, you implement your game. But on the likes of the coach have his say, he has so many things he could do. But when there is no player to replace, that is why you see players like Rashford playing. No. Hannibal, fine. In a team, you need to. That I said, in a team, you need to switch. You introduce some new faces. Thank you for that word. You introduce some new faces. But for Hannibal is a fine player, but he does not have the caliber of Mason Mount and
Manchester United material.
Yeah, remember, there's no player that can play in any club. Okay. You understand? Being as a footballer, you can play in any club. It's just for you to just up your game and listen to or play to the coach philosophy.
Instruction. Okay. So Becky says play to the coach's instruction. So the scoreline for today, what will be your prediction?
1-0.
1-0.
Manchester 1. Brentford 0.
Okay. So Becky said Manchester United 1. Brentford new. Thanks for talking to us. Good morning, sports fans. I'm Adeyemi, and we are here with Melvin. He's a Liverpool fan. Melvin is here to talk about his favorite team, Liverpool, on Premier Sport Fans channel, where we talk to the fans to hear their opinion on the upcoming fixture and the performance of their team as a whole. Melvin, you're welcome. Melvin, Liverpool this season, compared to last season, are you encouraged? Are you happy?
Yeah, I am encouraged about our performance because last season we weren't really in form because our midfield were lacking. Thiago was injured, Fabinho wasn't really in form. And the Otto that we bought from Juve, he wasn't really, like when we bought him, he just got wound and a knock, and then he was substituted in the match, and then he went away. So our midfield was really lacking, so which made us not qualify for the Champions League. Because Salah was phenomenal last season, but he couldn't do all the work. He could not do the whole work, and after the selling of money, we couldn't really. So we are trying to bounce back this season. So we actually, after our defeat against Spurs, I think this match against Brighton, I think we will do better.
Yeah, Melvin says he thinks the game against Brighton today that Liverpool will do better. Well, let's talk about Tottenham game. How did you feel with the controversy surrounding the officiating, especially the Luis Diaz disallowed goal?
The Luis Diaz disallowed goal wasn't offside because they didn't draw the line. Because they didn't draw the line. Because when he scored the goal, they now stopped the play. They now showed, because on the norms, if they are doing the offside, they obviously draw the line, but they didn't draw the line now. And we saw the defender's leg, which was Romero. His leg was outside, and they didn't draw the line. So we, the fans, we think that they cheated us because it is not our home, and maybe they gave it in favor of Spurs because that's their home, and that's our first defeat, and which we're not really happy about. And that Matip own goal wasn't really disappointing. It was really disappointing. We didn't really expect after our 2 red card. And we actually tried. After our 2 red card from 60-something minutes, we actually tried our best to 90 minutes, and then we scored an own goal. So it wasn't really a defeat for us. It was actually really just disappointing for us. So that's my opinion.
Yeah, Melvin said it's disappointing actually, and you just have to understand because it can really be disappointing. But looking at it, they've released the footage, the conversation between the VAR and the referee, and they are trying to say it's just a misunderstanding. Are you of that opinion, or do you think there's still more to it that is left to be seen?
I think there's more to that. I think the ref, because I think that ref has to be one of the worst ref in Premier League.
But it's more like VAR.
I know he's a VAR, but okay, I think the refs in that match, I think they were paid to do what they did, because if the decision of the ref is final, we all know that the ref said it was offside. Why didn't the VAR call? Because the VAR was silent about it. The VAR didn't.
They said that the VAR communicated that it was onside, but he didn't really tell him. They thought he awarded the goal. You understand? They thought they were reviewing a goal, not knowing that they were reviewing an offside. And the match just restarted, and they just felt, oh, they just made an error.
I know I don't really know what to say, because all I know is that the ref in that match was paid, because that's what we fans think. Because the ref in that match, because when they scored that goal, the ref didn't want to hear anything that the Liverpool players were saying. It was like, it's offside, start the match. He now gave the ball to the keeper, and then they played the offside, and then they continued the game. So I think the ref in that match was paid. That was well. Yeah, he wasn't even. Yes, he wasn't even. He doesn't even care whether. Yeah, he didn't even go to the VAR to look at the television and things like that. So he just restarted the match and started like that. So I think the ref was paid in that match. That was, I think.
Okay, Melvin thinks the officiating was biased intentionally. Well, only time will tell. We'll see where the investigation will lead to. Brighton Liverpool today. Sorry. What do you think will be the scoreline?
After our defeat against Tottenham, they gave us 2 red, which means we won't use Jota this game. We won't use Jota and Jones. So I think our replacements for Jones will be Gravenberch. Yeah, and our replacements for Jota will be Darwin Núñez. So I think the scoreline for today will be let's say 3-1. 3-1. Yeah, I predict 3-1.
Yeah, Melvin thinks Liverpool will win 3-1. Melvin, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, sir.
All right, I'm here with Shagara, a strong Arsenal fan. I remember the last time we interviewed him, he said, don't worry, Arsenal will bounce back. And what we are seeing now is just like he got it right. We've seen Arsenal bang, bang, bang all over. In the Champions League, we saw them bang, 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 bang. Now back to the Premier League, and this is the match of the week. And that is the match between Arsenal versus Tottenham Forest. I think it's the greatest test for the season for now. Did you agree with me?
I absolutely believe maybe currently I don't see it.
All right, we've seen Tottenham bounce back, against all expectation. We saw what we were playing previously, but recently they have picked form. We are beginning to see the tactical and philosophy in Tottenham play. And what do you think is going to work against Arsenal?
If you look at Tottenham, it's not the very first time that they're having a the usual story is that by the time we start to play against Arsenal, especially when we play Arsenal, we tend to deflate whatever momentum that they've actually built. So for me, I'm expecting a very tight game. The quality that Arsenal has in all areas, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, White, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, even Trossard, Jesus. I think the quality that we have is too much.
All right, you've had him, Shakara. He said the quality Arsenal is having will be too much for Tottenham to contain. Now, we have just mentioned them, but we have seen without Harry Kane, the exploit of Tottenham recently. They've been doing very well and they've been winning. Right now, they are in equal points with Arsenal, 13 points. Second, it's just goal difference that is separating the 3 teams right now: Liverpool, Arsenal, and Tottenham. What do you think these big names, they are going to use it to come against Arsenal in the Emirates?
When we are attacking, we usually attack and more or less 2-3-5. You understand? Very if Tottenham should press out and come out the way they've been coming out in previous games,
I can assure you that more or less we dismantle.
All right. How will you rate your new signing? The new signing Arsenal made. How will you rate them so far?
The team that is currently injured, so you can't really rate it. Havertz has been given that he has missed on very big chances, and if he scored that goal against Man United, it would have been very good. But the quality of play that he gave us against PSG is something I want to do. At the end of the day, that was as an Arsenal player. So, Rice has actually been signing very fantastic. He has not made us miss pattern. By the time I believe that by the time pattern will be super familiar. So currently, my own belief is that we are going to go to the league and champion.
Wow, you can hear Sakara. He said it before that Arsenal will bounce back, and truly Arsenal bounce back. And now he's giving us another new revelation that Arsenal is going to win both the Champions League and the EPL. That would be a wonderful day. So what is your prediction for this match?
Is it the Tottenham match? Yes, not Tottenham. Yes. Yes, not Tottenham match. 3-1. Saka score, Saka assist, and maybe Saliba scores.
All right, you have Sakara 3-1. This is Saka score, and even he has even mentioned defender to score, Saliba to score against Tottenham. I just wish your prediction come through. Nice talking with you. All right, I did here with Olamide Bado, Manchester United fans, and today is Sheffield versus Manchester United, and they want to have his own say. But what I got to say is, Man U kilo shele gone. Waiting they happen. Well, now they for now play 8 matches. Now they for number 10 position with 12 points. Waiting they happen, Man U.
We did. We work in process. We see they do work in process. So,
how long since last season that they didn't work in process? When I call this season, I said they do work in progress.
Last season we started badly to last season. Okay. So maybe we are still doing the same thing this season. But at least after the international break last season, Man U started playing. So yeah, I expected more like this. Starting from today like this, I expect more of Man U. Yeah.
No, starting from today you are playing with Sheffield, a newly promoted side to the EPL, and everybody will expect Man U to win that match. But the way it's going is looking good for Sheffield United because they're at home against Manchester United.
We supposed to kill them. No man thing we supposed to kill them. But Man U just this season we have been so inconsistent. But after the Brentford game, the late equalizing, I think they should be able to build momentum with that. Yeah.
You know, McTominay just showed himself that he's a goal scorer. Twice in within 6 minutes. In the 93rd minute and in the 96th minute, right? He scored a brilliant 2 goals to give Man U victory. And so far we have not seen Rashford scoring for Manchester United, unlike last season where Rashford scored virtually in every match. Every match at least 1 goal, 2 goals. But this season is practically absent from goal scoring.
Last season, was it last season when they played Euros? Even at the Euros last season, was it last season or last 2 seasons when him and Sancho when they I think personally for me, Rashford know they always play like maybe start when the season just resumes. Rashford he has not always been giving me that good performance, except maybe after international break. If you watch all Rashford's performance, they're always starting late November, December. That's when he's always picking his phone ball. It's not an excuse. No man, no be an excuse because these are he should have built from last season momentum at least.
From the observation, I had some fans saying that when Greenwood left Manchester United, he was the one linking up that play for Rashford to score those goals. He was making it very easy for Rashford. But now you see Rashford will run all the way from defense, trying to score, and before you know, he'll be tired and they will take the ball from him.
Too much pressure. Now they put pressure on top himself. At least sometimes as a winger, things don't work out for you. You just have to, even if things are not working out, you pass. Give other people around you, give them chance, give them the ball. Like against Arsenal, when we played Arsenal, Martinelli versus Wan-Bissaka. When Martinelli saw that Wan-Bissaka did not give him any space, he started passing. He was making good passes. And as a winger, you are not more a striker. Maybe person tell us to say no be striker again. You are a winger. You pass. you work for your striker. That's what wingers do. Nobody say you go on dribble this or dribble like 4 people. Only you go on carry 4 people dribble. No, now football is more advanced than that. They don't be mumu now.
Yeah, they never move. But there's one thing personal, my own personal view. You know, when I talk something, sometimes people know they listen, but later they will begin to see the effect. Hodgland is a plus and it's a times to Manchester United. Do you agree?
Yes.
He's bringing new bite into Manchester United.
Talking about the guy. Before Man signed him, I've always been posting him, like following him up. I used to tell my friend that this guy is going to be a hit. He's going to be a very good striker. But because they don't know him then, they used to be like, but now they've seen it. I'm not surprised with what he just said because I've been watching the guy since he was at Atalanta. Yeah. So I know the kind of quality he's bringing to Man U already. Yeah. So yeah, is times Abi. He said times and plus Abi.
Yeah, times and plus.
Are the reason waiting and fear. If they could just take.
All right, you know the year Olamide, Man U fan, and they talk about it go be. And today match, what will be your prediction for today match?
Well, I think Man U should win by 2 goals to 0. 2 goals to 0. Ujlund and Bruno goal scorers. Yeah.
Goal scorer. What about McTominay? What happened that McTominay was scoring goals the last match? What did Ten Hag played and what did he introduce that brought that spirit to McTominay and he scored 2 goal brace within 6 minutes?
Normal as a big team, you should have players that are ready to come off the bench and make an impact. Yeah. But my own problem with McTominay is sometimes some games he starts, you know, his performance I don't even understand them. But when they keep you on the bench, if you come in, you go on play, you give manager headache, say make it easy the next match. Next match like they will use you. We who know what you are playing. We won't even find you on the pitch.
Okay, so it's like it is better for you to use him from the bench than for you to start him.
I think talking about the quality of our midfield, I don't see McTominay benching anybody in that midfield. Like current, I don't. He's a good player, but with his display last match, I think it's something to consider. Yeah, if you say you want to consider McTominay starting, then me I want to bring out Aniba. I don't know why that man is benching Aniba. That guy, the matches he has played this season, match where the Bobo don't play, he has been giving us good impact. Oh yeah, all of a sudden now he just started benching him. I don't understand. Started benching him.
Aniba is a good midfielder. Yes. A good midfielder. And anytime he plays in for Man U always play well and they will always get victory. But we don't know the coach. But do you think so far so good? This season, Ten Hag has been good with his tactical, substitution and introduction of players.
I think Ten Hag he don't buy time for himself already since last season. So last season performance, he doesn't buy like 3 seasons ahead. With that, cause what happened last season, nobody was even expecting Man U to make top 4 at least. So I think with his performance last season, he don't buy enough time for himself. Though we didn't start well this season. But we all believe in Ten Hag. Me, I believe in Ten Hag. He's my manager. He's a type of manager that I like. So yeah, I believe in him to turn things around.
All right, thank you, Mr. Olamide, for talking with us. And we don't hear in prediction. He say Man U go win. Man is supposed to win very well, and we expect to see them win today. 2 goals.
And Bruno.
Ojula and Bruno where the vex. Yes. The vexing man.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much. Thanks for talking with us.
You're welcome.
All right now, I'm here with Ramon, a Chelsea fan. You know, the last time we talked to him, I was so confident that Chelsea was going to bounce back. And since then, Chelsea have not lost a match. It has been bang, 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 and it has been victory all the way. Back-to-back victory 3 times. And today will be the confirmation of how well Chelsea is. As they go face Arsenal, one of the unbeaten team in this 2023-2024 Premier League session. Arsenal and Tottenham still remain unbeaten, and let's see whether Arsenal will be able to defeat Chelsea today. But Ramon, he get the confidence. So what did they feel about the match today?
They feel okay because of that Chelsea. They are back to their track now, and it's not about the league table and it's not about the performance of this team. It's all about the derby match today. That's how it is.
Yeah, the derby match, normally they normally take it seriously. It's like cat and rat. You know, and a lot of I interviewed a lot of Arsenal fans today. It's like they are not too confident, and anytime I interview Chelsea fans, they are not too confident. It's like both teams are afraid of each other. Are you afraid too?
No, I don't think so. But Chelsea is going to win today. I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so.
Yeah. What makes you think Chelsea is going to win today, given the fact that will James play today?
I don't think James is going to play today, but all of them, the teams are okay. From the day one, we played Brighton. We won Brighton, one of the best teams for now in Premiership. We won them, and we played 1 or 2, 3 games for Chelsea to win. But today, Chelsea is winning Arsenal by 3-1 today.
Chelsea is winning Arsenal 3-1. Yeah. Arsenal look favourite. Yeah. You know, a lot of people are talking about the recent form of Chelsea, that they've actually picked form. Yeah. You know, what do you think Pochettino did that changed that winning mentality?
No, I don't think he changed anything, but it's just that talking to the guys what they have to do for the right time. That's what I know he did.
All right. Can you give me the 3 best Chelsea players right now with the form we have seen so far? The 3 players that you can say, oh yeah, they are doing well. They are doing well.
I think Stanley. And Hernandez, and that's Palmer that they brought in to Chelsea right now.
Yeah, that Palmer is like he knows how to play. He knows how to create assists for people to score. Sure. You know, what about Modric?
Modric is one of it seems they are bringing him in, but he has 1 or 2 to do in that Chelsea team for now, but he's still trying to pick his form. I think so.
Okay, are you not worried about your goalkeeper?
I'm not worried about him.
Is he doing well?
He's doing well. He's okay. He's okay. He's okay.
All right. If Saka play today, do you have what it takes to hold that your left back against?
My defense is good. I don't have issue with the defense. The defense is good, but I think he's going to play. He's a good player, but he's going to play. But I think that defense is going to hold him down today. Right. He's going to play.
All right. Are you not worried about Nicolas Jackson, given the fact that he has scored only 2 goals?
Nicolas Jackson has been like somehow down for the past like 3-4 matches now, but I think he's going to play his best today because of the derby match and the big match he's going to play with Arsenal today. I think he's going to play very well.
All right, what is your prediction for today's match?
My prediction for today's match is 3-1. Just
3-1 in favor of Arsenal or Chelsea?
In favor of Chelsea.
All right, who can you mention one of the players that you think out of those 3 goals may score?
Stanley, right. And that Nicolas Jackson is going to score today. All
right, you can hear it, man. He said it before, and now he's saying it again, and he always gets his prediction right. We just hope your prediction come through this time around. Thanks for talking with us.
All right, please. Right now, I'm there with Mr. Joe, a strong Arsenal fan, one of the team that is unbeaten this season, and they are very proud anywhere they go. Now then get mad. Honestly, now then get mad because no team don't beat them in the EPL. So, Mr. Joe, how do you feel right now? All right, yeah, Mr. Joe, say when to elephant meet.
Now, grass now in the suffer today match Arsenal versus Chelsea. In fact, it's looking unpredictable, but Mr. Joe here is very confident of his team, Arsenal. So, what do you think will be the prediction? What is your prediction on this very particular match today?
It's 1-1.
1-1. Oh, you are even struggling for a draw against Chelsea.
It's 1-1.
Well, I'm coming. Why are you saying 1-1? Why are you saying 1-1? Well, you know very well, Chelsea has been losing, but we know they pick form. The last 3 matches, they've got winning. They've not lost in their last 3 matches. So, are you not confident enough that Arsenal can beat them?
Yeah, I have confidence, but it's because Chelsea have picked up their form. Okay. That is the reason why I give that 1-1. Okay. Because no matter how Chelsea pick form reach, I know that Arsenal too, they will find their way out. So if anything will happen after that 1-1, it's going to be 2-1. That is Arsenal to Chelsea.
All right, is it not a win or a draw for Arsenal today, according to Mr. Joe, an Arsenal fan? So, well, within the absence of Bukayo Saka will not be playing today. It's like it's on injury. But I don't know what is the final, whether right now, whether it's readily available for the match today. So,
if Bukayo Saka no play today, what do you think will happen?
Nothing much. Without him, what will happen will happen. With him, what will happen will happen. And I know because Gabriel Jesus is there, at least Gabriel, we don't know. Before you know, you have make something happen. So at least with Saga absent, I believe with the remaining people, they can still do what they want to do.
All right. You can hear Mr. Joe say 1-1. We just hope your prediction come true. That's a very good prediction. Yeah, have a nice day. And Arsenal fan right now they're happy because Arsenal now one team we never lost for this season. They don't play 8 matches, no loss yet. The worst one they get now draw. And I immediately they're happy with his team. And the big match today, now the match between Arsenal and Chelsea. I immediately want to talk about that match. So as you do right now, you believe say Arsenal will win Chelsea?
Why not? Arsenal go fit win Chelsea now. Because Arsenal get the form to win Chelsea. Chelsea no get anything. Both defense, tackle, they no get how to play Arsenal.
Alright, say yeah, it's a both defense, both attack, both midfield, they no get time to play against Arsenal. But you see say Chelsea, their last 3 matches they don't win before. You know say they don't lose form, but their last 3 matches against Luton Town and in the Premier League too, they don't win 2 matches. So you notice that they go win Arsenal?
Yes, I think as their midfielders they come back, almost all their midfield they be Yahoo boys. So where they win in one day, where they carry Yahoo boys and 5 boys for team, where they win in one day, they not feel win now.
All right. You know Yahoo say they carry Yahoo boys for midfield. You know, anyway, I don't want to talk much about that. Okay, what will be your prediction for the match today?
My prediction for that match say Arsenal go win 3-1.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Arsenal go win 3-1. Okay, I want to make you tell us who be your best 3 players for Arsenal. Where we say you like them, say anytime, then they deliver.
Odegaard, Bukayo Saka, and Leonard Trossard.
You hear them? You hear Ayomide, he said Trossard, Bukayo Saka, and Odegaard. Those people say anytime, any moment, then they always show up. So thank you very much. Yeah, Ayomide said 3-1 for Chelsea. And can you mention like 1 or 2 players who will score against Arsenal today, against Chelsea today?
I go for Odegaard.
Odegaard and who? But that's Bukayo Saka for injury. Bukayo Saka no fit play.
Yes. Yeah. I go for Odegaard and Niketa.
All right, Naloya Ayomide don't give us his own. He say Trossard and Niketa go score against Chelsea today. He said they go show Chelsea Pepe. Ayomide, thank you. Thank you for talking with us. God bless you.
Good morning, sports fans. We are here with a Chelsea faithful, a Chelsea fan, Jimmy. Jimmy is one of our regular here. And Jimmy, I know you to be a Chelsea fan. I know how you've lamented and complained about Chelsea, about the results so far. So far, 2 wins back to back. Are you happy?
Yeah, happy days. 2 wins back to back. When last did we see 2 wins back to back? I mean, the last 18 months has been dreadful for Chelsea. But now it looks like we're bouncing back already. The players are starting to gel and show their potential.
Yeah, before now, what do you think was the problem with Chelsea this season, Pochettino's Chelsea team?
I think it has been the same problem, but in a different way. Yeah, in a different form. It has been the same problem in which we can't score goals. We suffer to score goals, but this time we are showing in our stats that we can score goals. But we just have to have the composure. We have to have the players blend and gel well together to be able to score the goals. So I thought the problem for Pochettino's Chelsea is, the gelling of the play, the coming together of the players, and also the injuries that we lacked with Nkunku and players like that. So.
Yeah. So looking at it now, Chelsea has been dominating play for most of the games, and you look at it and you see that mainly their performances in the final third, the streaming, the passes and setting the final balls and taking their chances. And in these last 2 games, they've scored 3 goals in 2 games. Is there a pointer that things are beginning to change, or is just like just one lucky result for them?
Yeah, I don't think it's a lucky result, because if you look at the last 2 games and the games before the last 2 games, the setup has been different, in which fans have been complaining that we go into games too defensive minded. We the only attackers we have are Sterling and Jackson. Most games when we play with we bench Cole Palmer. I mean, even before we bought Cole Palmer, we don't get players like Noni Madueke, Mudryk in the starting 11. We try to play Levi Colwill as a left back, and Chelsea fans have been complaining, it's too defensive. But now that Colwill is doing well at left back and the team is, performing, now we can't complain. So I think, Poch is doing a good job.
Yeah, Jimmy said Poch is doing a good job, and there's a game this afternoon, Burnley-Chelsea. Before the 2 games back-to-back, you might decide not to watch, but I think the encouragement should be there right now.
Yeah, the encouragement is there. I can't wait. When your team is winning, you can't wait to watch the next game. Yeah, so I'm so happy to watch this game and excited for it.
Okay, so what will be your prediction for the Burnley-Chelsea game?
Because we beat Fulham and Brighton, which on paper, Fulham and Brighton are harder than Burnley. So I feel like I can come into this game confident, but I'll go with a Chelsea, not so much. Chelsea 2, Burnley 0.
Chelsea 2, Burnley 0. Jackson to score, right? Okay, you've heard what Jimmy said. He said Chelsea 2, Burnley 0. Jimmy, thanks for talking to us. Yeah.